So I think it's a little bit like a pseudo, maybe like My Summer Car style, half satirical, half, core gameplay simulator. Does that make sense? Come see me if you have any further questions. Oi, sunshine, the property is a tip. Get it habitable as soon as possible, and there might be rental opportunities for you. I'll be in touch. Congratulations on owing me money. Click total to pay me back. Remember, interest is applied each month. Okay, well, we have no money right now. One more thing, look down at your chest to select your notebook and equip any tools once you get them. I mean that literally. Look down, okay? You can now access the construction site. That's straight out of Simpsons Hit and Run. All right, look down. No. That's okay. We don't do that on YouTube. Job Center. We can help you with job hunting. Visit us today for more info. I don't need any help. I know what I'm doing. Fair enough, son. Look, if you change your mind, you can come see me. I'll be at the Anchor Tavern over in Sheffingham. Oh, okay. Notebook Sheffingham task updated. We're going in. I still have essentially no idea what I'm doing. You know, bricks missing in the foundation and, like open cinder blocks and stuff over here. I should not jump. I used 1% of my energy there. I know we should have paid attention and figured out how to open our notebook, but instead I'll just go to the controls. Is this a gentleman over here? This is not a gentleman, that's a log. Appear to have gotten very little out of that. Energy, 98%. What about taking the bus into town? I think I might want to indeed speak to that guy. I feel like I hear the bus coming. That was not the bus, that's a car. I have 0 money right now. So it's also possible that I just cannot afford to take the bus. Can I just hop on through the side door? Look down at your chest to select your notebook. Oh, there we go. Notes. Threw up on myself. Spring 1983. Those salad days. Renovate the property, okay? We'll figure it out together, shall we? We really should have asked that guy for guidance. I will admit I think I've made a terrible mistake there. So I think step 1 will be waste all of our energy trying to run into town. Now, what direction would you expect that the pub would be in? Let's go right here. I hear idling cars. I have no doubt, by the way, that those cars would hit me. Yo, did we do it? I think we might have chosen the right direction. This does indeed appear to be a town. Yo, this is sprawling. Quite the song, too. Are you the Anchor Tavern? I believe you are. Hello, madam. Hey up, kidda. Good to see you. I've actually got a spot of work for you if you're keen. We would like to earn money so that in the future we could fix up our place. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day. That's from Reggie, for Reggie's Supply Store. Pay is very lucrative. I will accept that. Competitive wage. Hold on, put that. We're gonna close that one. Oh! Oi! That's my job, that is. I got here first. What? How can you be so cruel, man? I'd have grabbed it myself if I hadn't been busy helping Tamsin unblock her pipes. Oh, not in that way. Yeah. Can't hire you without a license, kid. Sorry. How about you do me a favor and find me someone who can then? I'll make it worth your time. You son of a gun. You couldn't just lie to him? I wanted to test the driving physics. This is a simulator of British Midland life in the 1980s. Okay. I thought I'd give you that job. You serious? You're not just pulling my leg, are you? I'm serious. Driving is my bread and butter. You ain't gonna regret this. Thanks a bunch, pal. That's capitalism, baby. We were really like a job landlord there. We found the job, and then we gave it to a job renter, and we collected a little arbitrage off the top. I sent Winston over to that plot of land you got. He's dropping you off a skip as a thank you. You fill that thing up with any junk you want to get rid of, and we'll empty it for you at the end of each day. Let's go. That's a huge favor, dude. All right, but that doesn't really help me because I still have 0 money. We got to go talk to this guy again. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm in. Hacker voice. Excuse me. Where'd my dude go? What's all this then? A new face in the Anchor? Mary Jesus, I don't believe me eyes. You best not be one of them. I don't even know what these words are, so I don't want to say them. We got plenty of them lying about the place. Anyway, what can I do for you? Nothing, bye. I am broke. Be gone with you now. I've got no money. Jimmy went to the head and totally screwed me. Excuse me, madam. I need to speak to Jimmy.
Yeah.
That particular job is from Jimmy.
Yeah.
Anywho, it looks like you'll find Jimmy over at the derelict house. It's just turn left after leaving here, walk over the bridge, and it's the first building on your right. Okay. Thank you. I thought at first that said good luck. I'm sure you'll die wonderfully. Turn left, go over the bridge, and it's your first house. Just look for Jimmy and his speech bubble. Hello, Jimmy. What do you want? I'm here about that job you posted. He doesn't remember anything. This guy's trashed. Finally, someone else who's keen to earn a few bob. Here's the deal then. Old Sheffingham Council have condemned this place, so I'd say it's about time we got in here and took our bit, eh? What's that? Look, this is enterprising work I'm offering you. Mrs. Thatcher would be proud. Sure, the only annoying thing is that it's not strictly legal, but that's the only annoying thing. So how's about it? You want to help old Scouse here see what we can strip out from this old place? I've spotted a few bits and bobs that we could grab a hold of inside. Watch out, I'll just get this place open. All right, I'm the lookout. I want that wheelbarrow. Oh, flippin' heck, me back's gone. I can't believe it. I'm in no state to be lugging scrap out. You'll have to do the work, kidda. Look, it's real simple. You just need to go in there, grab 3 scrap, then chuck the scrap into me wheelbarrow. I should then be all right to take it to the scrap yard. Right, I'm going to take a breather. You come back to me if you get lost on what to do. Oh my God, his back really is thrown out. My man's got the whole bakery, but it's up in front. Oh, I'm getting sweaty. You know what? You probably got to do it one piece at a time. Nailed it. Pretty much textbook. Man, I'm getting real sweaty. I mean, it's not that heavy. There you go. Spot on, kiddo. Spot on. So we got the basic gameplay loop of the start of this. I'm covering like the one part of the screen that consistently has something on it. Hygiene's not great. Bowels are fine, though. Yo! We buy all scrap. Chuck it in a skip and we'll send you the money in the post. Yes, it's that easy. The wheelbarrow is all yours. First, the bad news. That scrap we pinched barely brought in enough money to cover the bus fare to the hospital, so I won't be able to pay you. But guess what? The doctors reckon that back injury I sustained is good enough to get me on disability. Can you believe it? This means I've got more time to spend guiding the youth of today while enjoying a crisp pint. Part-time pot wash wanted. My pot wash has spat his dummy out and jacked it in. What are you talking about? I'm desperate for a replacement. No experience Nakasari, choose your own hours. Visit the job center for more info. Kill me. Oh God, he was gonna do it. All right. What about this place? Maybe this is house number 2. Well, we're just kind of chilling for a little bit here. I don't know. Maybe we could just, without the wheelbarrow, carry like one piece of scrap at a time over to the scrap yard. What do you think? Maybe just like, you know, I know every engineer on every train, all their children, and all their names. Every handout in every town, and every lock that ain't locked when no one's around. How you doing, buddy? You mind if I take this seat? Cheers to that, Jimmy. Bowels are at 100%. If you don't mind, you always return the glass. Pepsi bottle. A Coca-Cola glass. Oh, I know! You knew it was going to happen. Say this one is maybe not for the younger audience. There we go. It's zipped up. Well, you know what? With 49 energy, I wonder if we got some energy back from the pint. Let's do a little... Well, we don't even have our wheelbarrow or anything. So we're going to really just jump into house number 9's backyard and steal their stuff? Well, okay. Well, let's do it. That's really not how you do it, huh? Just stealing like a little cement. These fat cats don't know how good they got it. They don't know how good they... Oh, come on. Hardcore parkour. We can do it. You got to do a running jump. This ain't Checkpoint League. It is simultaneously the most befuddling and gripping game I have played so far this year. I definitely want to play more. Maybe for stream, so I can have my own, you know, Jimmy in chat, who's my guide that can give me a little bit of assistance and help me figure out what needs to be done. Because obviously, you know, it's probably not the most efficient start, but that's okay. I mean, we got a bag of cement, so I'm not sweating it. It's pretty heavy. And it also had 95 pence scrap value, which, I mean, come on. Just genuinely kind of in awe of this ambitious and bizarre, like half comedy, half meditative. Oh, don't pour it, you fool. Meditative British life simulator. It does bop. The song is an extreme bop.
When your face is as long as Livery Street.
Pogs are falling out of me old mugs, bruv. What's your opinion on the new pornographers? I like them, but I like Destroyer as an individual more. So if you're not familiar with Landlord Super, basically we inherit a piece of property. It's a piece of absolute garbage. We also have no money, and we live in this caravan. So we want to try to like fix this place up and rent it out. It's a little bit like my summer car. I mean, I know you're saying it must be nice, but like wait until we get through here. Also, turn off the CRT effect. I'm going to level with you. I didn't know that was possible. There we go. So this is our garbage flat right here. So I know you said must be nice, but like to be polite, it's not move-in ready. Just sprint to the town. Og walk to the town. The cars will hit you, by the way, so just be a little careful. Yo, the place isn't even open. He's waiting in queue. Social distancing. Is this the... Okay, this is the delivery driver. I can't take that yet. An open-minded individual to help me move some items. Not a problem. How did you get hit by a car? I jumped out of a bush. What do you want? I'm here about the job you posted. Finally, someone else who's keen to earn a few bob. Here's the deal then. Old Sheffingham Council has condemned this place, so I'd say it's about time we got in here and took our little bit, eh? British people be like, it's Tuesday? I can't deny. It's good. I've seen the TikTok. People reading British people be like tweets. British people be like, I'm British. You need to do a Scouse accent? I'm not Steven Gerrard, okay? Oh! No, 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 you can't just throw it in. You gotta place it in. Use the interact button. Can I have a boa? Oh, wow. I can make fun of them. It's literally punching up. They have dominion over my country. Midday, but if I were you, I'd just go to bed. No use feeling forlorn when there might be more work popping up at the job center tomorrow. Avoiding all work, 'cause there's none available. I've listened to Park Life. Okay. So how'd you do that? We grab the delivery driver job, and then when we walk out, we go, hey, are you that desperate? Go on then. You got a driver's license? Stop that. Okay, here's the job. Thanks, you saved me. You're not going to regret this. So I believe he gives us the ability to throw garbage out. The only other thing we can really do is like, we kind of like walk around, maybe steal some stuff. So now I think like, maybe we can find like just some garbage that we could steal and pawn at the scrapyard. Maybe use the wheelbarrow. Hey, Panda for Rice, I don't have a wheelbarrow yet. If you know which houses on Dory Lane have a wheelbarrow in their backyard, I would love to grab some. But for right now, I'm a little skint. I have £0 and 0 pence. Looking for girls who like boys, who like boys. If you're not playing this, I mean, this is from the 80s, right? I don't know. You should be listening to like New Order or something instead. Anyway, let me in. Toss this down on the ground. Speak to this guy. He's driving on the wrong side. Hey up, man. Look, I know we may have had a little falling out or whatever, but you've really helped me out here, so thanks a bunch, man. Once I'm back, you can make more deliveries. You don't even need to visit the store. You can just call us on that phone over there. I'll get paid either way, but once 1900 rolls around, I clock off and you're on your own. We can do some odd jobs tomorrow. Take a quick shower first. People from New Zealand be like, thank you. thinks again. Oh, they're all asleep right now. Yes, we buy scrap, chuck it into a skip, and we'll send you money in the post. No, we're not. Like Australian, you're just like, oh, scrape powder out there, mate. You get like a Crocodile Dundee snowboarder sort of thing going on. Scotland, I'm like, I got no idea. I kinda go through the drive-through. It's like, yeah, it's like, I don't know what the words are. Like, there's an accent in the text. There's no words on it. I don't think we do anything. I think we just take a seat on the bench until noon. Do a Canadian accent? Oh, Buddy's 2 goals short of a hat trick, if you know what I mean. Minnesota plus redneck is the stereotypical Canadian accent. And I'm like, Bud, I'm not going to math class. You know what's a uniquely Canadian insult? Is calling someone a goof. That's like, I should not be giving you the words of power. Because Canadians have kept it a secret for so long. They think we call each other like buddy and hoser. But if you really want to get under a Canadian's skin, call him a goof. What are you fucking goof? Go back to the silly string factory, you goof. Tell them they lost the War of 1812 and then call them a goof. Get to wheelbarrow. Ah, oh, son of a gun. Whoops, did I click? I did click start the job. Okay, let's go. All right, do work, please. £16? Yo. We can do this. We can still get home without dying. Oh, baby. Dude, I'm loaded. A little sweaty, though. £4 an hour? That's not bad. It isn't really that bad. I mean, it's like 1983, right? You can have a pint to get some energy back. Yeah, but I think we'll have a big day tomorrow. It's more than minimum wage now. That blows. Wheelbarrow? What am I gonna do with the wheelbarrow, though, Jerry? So, like, Canadians have a real chip on their shoulder about winning the War of 1812. You're the tool store. Great for connecting and securing wood. Give me one of those, please. I mean, if this works, this is legendary. Frosty brews. I got the wrong thing, dude. I don't need any more blue. I need green. Okay. Wish me luck, boys. I think we're going to have to leave the ladder behind. Sadly, I think the ladder is going to have to be left behind. I mean, in real life, it would have worked, so it's the game's fault. Let's go! Okay, so here's the game plan, all right? What time is it? 3 o'clock. Pub should just be kicking off right about now. I'm going to leave me whip parked right outside. Go in and say, you know what? We're working. We got to work enough to get a pint so we can get enough energy to work. So we can have more pints. Madam? Hi, yeet! He's like, you haven't picked up your foundation yet, dummy. Yeah, okay, I know you're tired, okay? It's called work, sweetheart. Look it up sometime. Oh my. Can I get some resident sleepers in chat? Do it tomorrow? Dude, I don't want the truck to go, though. He's another member of the working class. Just pass out in the wet, wet mud. They're all mad because I won Best Hog at the hog snarfing contest, but I'm not mad. Free money. I'm finished. You can go. You know what? We didn't take a shower last time. Yeah, that guy clearly works a government job. It's the little square that's not concrete on the building. You mean this thing right here? We gotta get this thing filled in. Get the foundation frame laid out in the correct area. Secure it with the hammer and nail. You need 4 wooden stakes, and then you're gonna nail some timber, and then you're gonna pour some concrete. Okay. Very simple. So we need this. Is this a puzzle? Is a frickin' puzzle? Then we gotta take one of these. Easy. I don't think we have to hammer these. That doesn't. We're not gonna hammer a wooden stake into cement. I'm not sure about that one. Hello, I would like to put my hammer away. Rotate. Oh, let's go. This is how you do it, dude. This is how you do it right here. Okay. Then you get the hammer. Let's go. Okay. So we need a bucket with some water. It's 4 p.m.? What's wrong with the back stakes? Ah, son of a gun, dude. Hold on. Can we use our claw hammer to pull the nail out? You cannot. Oh, wait. You can. Let's go. Anything worth doing is worth doing right. Get this garbage out of here. You're trash. Wood's broken. It's a puzzle, baby. Now we're talking. Although I'm pretty sure this is not supposed to be right at the front. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I think I'm not. I think I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong about that. Okay. A grid has appeared. You know you're doing it right when a grid has appeared. Next step. Excuse me, I like to... Yeah. We need... building supplies, please. No, we don't. Get out of here. Go have a pint. You've earned it. We don't need any of this garbage. Get out of here. Is your refrigerator running? We gotta go into town and get a bucket, but for now we're just gonna snooze with the door open. It's a record-setting pit stop. Austin Powers. I mean, we gotta go with the hand-powered. I like a cheap bucket, please. This is gonna be a long trip, boys. I don't know how to get it off my screen. It's just a nice reminder of thanks, you know? We went from Mercedes to a Williams. But what do you say to someone you haven't spoken to in 5 years? Did you really mean to cut me off? Did you something and a something forget my number? And then you said something and I feel so low. Da da da. Thank you. After you, sir. That guy should deliver. Why did I expect real advice? I mean, like, that's really the question. Like, if you want advice and that sort of stuff, find a Discord where people who have never been in this situation give their opinion regardless, based on media that they've consumed over the course of their life, and how they wish it was done to them if they were in that situation. Okay, here we go. Thank you. Take the bus? They're not gonna let me take this wheelbarrow on the bus. Oh my god, now this is a Mercedes. Tell them it's a stroller and this is your baby. Have you seen the Brendan Leipzig comments? Oh no. Brendan Leipzig is an ex-Vancouver Canucks player. Anytime an athlete that is not that good at their sport gets media attention for something they said, you know it's a problem. That's weak concrete. As far as I'm concerned, that's an absolute win. Then how do we get the concrete into the... with the bucket? Can you just pour a bucket of concrete into the... wheel the mixer over and pour it in. Brother, what a sound. We're done? Yo! Lay concrete foundation complete. Dude, that's amazing. I can't believe we did it. It's 5 p.m. Take a shower. Take a second shower. Close this bad boy up. That's a hard day's labor. Let's go take a little snooze here. Okay. How'd that concrete do? I mean, that looks... it just looks different because there's age. It's just aged concrete. Do you think we get credit for the bags? Yeet, I suppose. What, you don't like my bags? I think we have to go speak to the dude again. You know what? We're moving up in the world. We don't have to run anymore. Please take me to Sheffingham. Yes. The Anchor Tavern has all the bricks you'll be needing. Anything else? See you later, buddy. Dude, we're totally gonna be able to do this. Let's go to the job center, though. How are we on? We only got $7 of cash each. Trowel right here. Take one of these. Call me in the morning. What is mortar made of? Create mortar using a cement mixer. Bro, what is mortar made of? Cement, sand, and water into the cement mixer. So it's everything but aggregate. Oh, I'm not particularly sure what the mixture is. Alright. I understand. I can't wait. I mean, I'm not carrying them back brick by brick. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna run back. We're gonna get our wheelbarrow. We're gonna fill this shit up with as much brick as we can. Then we're gonna work washing dishes, sand, and cement. I should have checked and saw what I had. You know what? I have 1 sand and 1 cement. But someone in chat said you need more sand. Like you need 4-to-1 sand to cement. I could steal some, but I don't know if it's gonna fit in the wheelbarrow. Hey, there's enough room on the road for both of us. Sorry, I'm late for my shift. Okay, we can go pretty deep on this one. Oh my god. 24 pounds. Dude, we're rolling it. Okay, then the next step. What's all this then in the anchor? Mary Jesus, I don't believe me eyes. Yeah. What can I do for you? What are you? Just give me a pint of Landlord Super, please, madam. Oh my. Oh my. Okay. I mean, 10 bricks. I'm no expert. I'm pretty sure that's not enough to make a wall. Let's go! Let's go! Although I'll admit, it really does kind of beg the question. And the question is like, if I can carry this many bricks, why would I ever bother putting them in the wheelbarrow? Let's just like reverse Jenga it. Ah, screw it. It's good enough. I did my best. If you had the luxury to build your own house, would you? No. Politely. Design my own house? Maybe, but probably not. Actually do the construction myself? Oh god, no. That's a disaster. I need to purchase 3 bags of snad. Remember how long it took you and Kate to build that TV stand? Look, all I'm gonna say, like, you're not wrong, but that TV stand was also horrible. That was not like a normal piece of IKEA furniture that took us like 10 hours. That thing was like from Hellraiser. Oh, we sold those empty bags. 161? Yo! That's pretty good. Yeah, the manual looked like one of those, like when you get a Marvel art book and it shows like a deconstruction of every screw in Iron Man's suit. That's what the TV table instructions look like. They were absolutely terrible. Yes, I need 3 bags of sand, please. Toot sweet. That's so expensive. 20 bucks? I like this. This'll work. Take all these. It's 10 bags per order. Oh, son of a bitch. Don't stop till you're numb. Oh my god. What have I done? It's like going on Amazon after you took an Ambien. I don't even think I can unload them, brother. Whatever, dude. My property, my rules. He doesn't yeet it very far. I mean, these bags are probably like 20 kilos each, but you ever tried yeeting 25 kilos of snad? I've not, but stop making me, you know, remember that the gym's been closed for like 2 months. Keep emailing me. They're like, hey, you know, the gym's closed, but we still have like online classes. Amazing. Can your online class get me squatting 3 plates from home? I doubt it greatly. He's stuck. He's stuck on the sand, dude. Sir, I'm sorry. I gotta go to bed. It's not my problem. I don't have any other options, dude. See, that one seemed like it was... Let's go! Oh, no. Sorry, you got something wedged under your... Oh, Jesus Christ. Dude, this is getting bricked up. I'm ready. I feel like the truck sound is still out there. It's because he's still there. He crashed. Oh! That might screw up the game a little. You've ruined his life. Alright, that's one you really don't want to breathe. It's still got water in it, dude, because of the rain. Get out of here. I don't want rainwater. I'm not building my place with rainwater. Are you insane? Give me 5 spurts from the soda stream. Mix it up. I just hope this says mortar. No mix. You didn't put water in it. Did I miss with the water? Oh, I just literally... I think I just dropped it on the ground and spilled it. Standard mortar! A legendary performance. I got flies around me. They always got a lot of it. Whenever they got one of these things, they always got a lot of it. Then you spread it like this. And you... That kind of looks right to me. But you gotta right-click it to flatten it. Yo! Let's go. You also need to butter the sides. What does that mean? Butter the sides. Oh no! I think I need more mortar mix. When did I get so good? This one is like cursed though. Hey, you guys... you got something wrong with your bricks there. There you go. That's what you're looking for. Sad to say the right click is not working. You made the butter too small. Put the bricks away, please. And then take off some of the butter. Too large. You know what? I think this is a tomorrow problem. I can't see very well. I don't know if I can take out the middle butter. We'll have to find out tomorrow. I'd like to remove the bricks, please. My hammer, please. Did the butter set? I don't know, man. Put some more. Don't be shy. Put some more. Not that much I can do about it. Yeah, I don't know. It's a little smaller on the inside than on the outside, but like, you know how it is. The butter didn't line up. It's not gonna work. Look, I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be a little fricked up for a second. I do need some more bricks, though. Yeah, the guy's still there. It's all right. Next time we stream this, we'll just start over from 0, and we'll do it better this time. And they're falling through the briefcase, huh? Or why do I keep calling it brain broke, send help. Please just carry them in your hands. You know it's tool use that separates us from the beasts. Good old-fashioned British ingenuity. I'll race you. I swear to God, if you brake check me, it'd make me lose all my bricks. Brick check. New Zealanders be like, brick check. Gets me every time. Okay. Alright. How are we gonna get this to work? Oh, no. I got it. Honestly, like, I got it. It looks a little bit like this. You just put way too much mortar on this son of a bitch right here. And then a little piece. Because you gotta, you know what? I think we gotta do it like this. You're not gonna, I'm just gonna level with you, Che. You're not gonna like this part. But we gotta find a way to fill in this hole. Otherwise, the rain's gonna get in. What are you doing? Let's freaking grab the, give me one of these. Give me one of these. This is the only way. Freaking sledgehammer's too expensive, dude. Get these freaking bricks out of here. It's working. That's the messed up part. What the heck have I done? Look at, what is this? I built like bookshelves. I built some IKEA bookshelves. That's all I got. You're right. There's only one way to do this. I love the game. It's a little goofy. You're gonna honk at me. You haven't moved in 4 days, but you're gonna honk at me? You have the audacity to honk at me, sir? Get me out of here. Is there anything I can... You know what? That's a great point. What if we order another delivery? He's already out. He's already out making a delivery. Alright, so we basically like broke the game. Just take a little snooze. Anyway! We tried. We tried. Someone said throw something at his truck and maybe it'll work. Okay. Modern problems require modern solutions. Well done. Well done. This is still fucked, though. You know what? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. If it worked on the truck... The sound. It's just a wall that's exclusively butter, dude. I think maybe a sledgehammer would work, but... This is why we do custom wood builds. First off, let me out of here. We need to buy a sledgehammer. I don't think we have enough money. Just sell some sand? You genius! I wasn't even considering that. We might spend all day just selling back some of our sand. When is my man gonna enable the custom Twitch overlay again? Well, I'm happy you asked, Talia. A lot of the stuff that has broken on the PC recently, I have opted not to waste a lot of time fixing because of the fact that my new PC arrived in a box on my front step this morning. So that's, I think from a, you know, choosing your battles sort of situation, seemed to make the most sense to me to just kind of ride this one into the sunset and then fix it once on the new machine instead of fixing it twice on the on a machine that I'm gonna throw into the trash pretty soon anyway. I'm stoked, like, you know, NZXT, I think they did a great job. I haven't even unboxed it yet, so let's not go crazy, but at the same time, like, it arrived one day before it was even supposed to ship. Honestly, I couldn't ask for more. That's a level of service I did not expect in a COVID world. So I'm very thankful for that. I got whatever Rumble Muffin told me to get when the exact specific component was not available. All I did, and this is a humble brag, I'm not gonna deny it, but all I did was click on, like, you know, motherboard and then pick the most expensive option that was compatible. I went full Karen mode on the PC because if anything breaks, I want to be like, do you know how much money I spent on this machine? This is crazy. Clown pewter. Fuck that, probably got no games. But now if anything's broken, I can just blow them up. I thought this guy was supposed to be bald. Look, chat, you don't need to know that information. That information is not relevant to you. The exact price of the PC is probably is irrelevant. Well, here's what I'll tell you. I'll let you derive it from a second principle, okay? I spent more on the customs for this PC. Not like customization. I mean literally to get it across the border. I spent more on this PC than I spent when I bought a laptop so I could do my programming assignments while I was traveling. Just getting the Canadian government to let it pass the border cost me more than the laptop I bought in 2016. I don't mind paying the customs. You know, taxes are the price we pay to live in a civilized society. Trust me, can I tell you? I was gonna buy it locally. Let's do it till here, so we still have a little energy remaining. But when I Googled it, I could not find a reliable service in Canada that custom built PCs. And then the one that I found, I was about to buy, but then like my sketch meter started, like my sketch alarm started to go off in my head. Because it was like, we accept only PayPal and online money transfers. So then I Googled like reviews of the website, and the reviews were like 1.6 stars out of 5. It was different back in the day. Like when not NZXT, when NCIX was popping. I mean, they had like tons of locations in Vancouver and, you know, Port Moody, Coquitlam, etc., Richmond. You could just go in there and get it sorted, no problem. But now NCIX cratered. I'm assuming like Canada Computers is probably good to go, but I don't know. Honestly, I wanted it fast, and it seemed like NZXT was a good option for that. Wake up at 8 a.m. Oh, that was a very restless sleep. Should we make $6.44 for 23 bags of sand? What a ripoff, dude. I hope it didn't rain into my mortar. Okay, so today we got money. We got quite a lot of money, and we are going to purchase a sledgehammer. Keep in mind, we also can buy a pint of lager for £1.40, which gives you enough energy to survive for a whole day. So we're kind of living in like a fictional universe here. Hammers, of course. No, I don't want that garbage. No. Excuse me? Loose tools, of course. 12 pounds? It weighs that much alone. Smash. Yo, it's so good. Oh no. Those were good bricks. Okay, just toss this shit on the ground. Okay, okay. Okay, do we have to... Is there any way to clean this stuff up? It cleans auto. Let's go. Okay, okay. There we go, okay. Give me some of this, please. This is correct, right? You know, this is what it takes to be a handyman in the 1980s. There you go. Okay, butter has been spread. Place. And we'll get even a little risky. We'll place it, okay? Now... You think that one requires a little sledge work? Hold on. Hold on. This isn't really like a precision tool. You just gotta kind of take what you can get out of it. Alright, get that stuff out of here. You butter it. I mean, why would you be placing in this direction? Like, this literally just doesn't even... Oh, because it's not spread! Because it's not spread. You geniuses. So you spread the butter. Me down. Good stuff. You know what? After we place it, let's spread it. Huge. It is harder than Soul of Cinder. I mean, Malf, he said he bricked up his whole wall. Did he have to use, Did he have to use a ladder? I was gonna say an elevator. Did he have to use an elevator? Dude, I think it's gonna work. I don't know if the game's gonna give us credit for it, but I think it's gonna work. Excuse me, sir, you're on the... Oh, you're on the right side of the road. My mistake. I'm not crying milk, okay? That's sweat. You'd know if you worked a day in your life. And I'm not talking about, you know, oh, I'm a computer programmer in an air-conditioned office. I mean, like, real work. Like, constantly tearing down and rebuilding the same half section of wall over and over. Can I have the controversial, opinion, perhaps? I think 2020 is going to be the dawn of a new era of ska. Landlord Super, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater remake, as well as that video where gold members sang Superman on Facebook? One of those definitely broke. I think it's gonna be a new year. I think ska is gonna replace mumble rap this year. I could use like a light out here. Maybe we'll just go to sleep for tonight. NL, no, you messed it up. All right, that's why you shouldn't work in the darkness. Let me out. Let's see the damage. That's all right. No, it's okay. Oh no, it's set in the fucking sides again. You can take out the sides. Debate. The mortar is so goddamn scuffed, though. I think we got super lucky. We didn't have to do too much out of that. Like the floating butter, I don't know if there's much I can do about that. Maybe it's glitch butter. Confirm not glitch butter. Okay, here you go. Get ready. This whole thing's coming down. You know what, dude? You get out of here. You're causing so many collision issues. Move. Okay. Here we go. All side butter must be killed. Like, this is what's annoying me. Oh, no. This one piece of side butter, it can't be taken out. You know what? We're starting over. I mean, the next 2 hours will just be... Sir, please don't. The next 2 hours will just be getting back to this point. Is basically what it comes down to. Because we have to do all the story stuff. Laying the foundation, I don't care. Like, that is what it is. At least that's work. But, like, whether or not it's faster, like, I'm here to tell you, the question isn't, are we going to restart or not restart? The question is, are we going to persevere through this, or are we going to yeet this game into the stratosphere forever? You scuffed it. There's not much you can do without restarting. I mean, did I scuff it, or did the game come pre-scuffed? Because we have two physical objects floating in the ether right now. Like, you know, I did use my sledgehammer. I took down a few of the extra walls. I'm willing to, you know, accept that. But I think, you know, the game kind of came pre-stuffed. Or pre-scuffed, I should say. I really don't want to left click. Because, like, if I left click, it's going to place butter. Instead of getting concerned about having HGTV level handiwork, let's just send it. Let's just send it and see what happens. If it doesn't work, whatever, dude. They're renters. In 1980s England. They don't have any rights. What are they going to do? Give me a bad Yelp review? Front butter. The front butter, that's not the way that's supposed to go. I'll just level with you. That's not the way that's supposed to go. We can fix up that part of this later, though. There's no way to fix it. The game's broken. There's nothing you can do about it. We'll just call this a little... This is where the... It's a port. It's a port. A little peephole. People can look at your shoes. Okay, so then, like, there's one other thing you could do. Yeet all the bricks, and then hope that this shit just actually comes off cleanly this time. Nope. In fact, we have even more ghost butter. Look, I get the jank of the game is, like, half the fun. Oh my god, we actually did it. This is getting a little extreme. Sometimes I think B games get a little bit of extra credit. When they build janky systems, glitches seem like they're part of the aesthetic. I ain't having that shit. What is this? It's a single line of butter? Maybe it's rebar. That's rebar. Okay. That's rebar. Okay. Get that shit out of here. Get that. But there's still butter, dude. You know what? This whole thing's coming down. This whole thing's coming down. We'll re-brick the whole fucking wall. Okay. 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 See, this seems relatively good. I mean, this is looking good, though. Can we just make a butterless wall? You know, we could just call it like a breezeway. Alright. 20 pounds in the bank. 20 pounds, little man. Put that dosh in my hand. I'd like to spend 5% of my earnings on a pint of the landlord, please. Have a nice day. We will sleep so that... Well, I guess we shouldn't have drank if we're just gonna go to sleep, but whatever. That's a... you know what? You gotta live a little bit as well. We're gonna sleep so that the butter does not set and I don't get screwed. Oh, I left the phone booth open, dude. Brick. Give me some red Victoria, please. Spent my life savings. Now, there are 144 of those coming. You uploaded GeoGuessr a day early, and I thank you for it, NL. I didn't upload it a day early. It's Wednesday. Turns out, it is not Wednesday. You're absolutely right. I'm just gonna be honest, Winston. I'm gonna kind of leave these up here. A hand truck. I don't know if you know this. I'm not really, like, rolling in money right now. We'll talk about that half-brick situation a little bit later. Please, please. Glitch brick? I had glitch butter, but glitch brick is too much, dude. One layer kind of successfully handled. Next step. Same situation. We're going to grab some mortar, but we're just going to kind of leave the left side of the wall for a minute because it's a little spicy over there. It's getting a little dark, I'll admit. Then pick up a stack of these bad boys. It's only noon. Why was it so dark? Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm stoked. The thing is, like, we don't brick up the whole wall. We gotta, like, put some framing in here or something, right? You gotta fill in the sides at the top. Okay, thank you, thank you. But, like, it's not gonna be off... It is gonna be offset. Don't tell me to save. Just tell me what to do. Only do sides. You'll put a window in that gap later. Okay, okay. It's dawning on me now. We're actually going to complete this objective, which is just unfathomable. So, as far as I'm... Can I buy a forklift? Yeah, I can buy a forklift, but I got 20 bucks in my pocket. It's, you know, we got... we could get a hand truck. A hand truck, we'll start with the hand truck. But we don't have an income source right now except for dishwashing, okay? Once we get, you know, once we get some people paying us a passive income for us doing no work from this point onwards, then we can talk about it. I actually think the wheelbarrow is less efficient for the bricks. Like, in theory, you could carry, I think, 10 bricks and maybe the wheelbarrow full of bricks as well. But I think it's just faster to carry a stack of 10. Loading up the wheelbarrow is dicey at best. Not to mention, like, even though it's basically midday, the light bends around that brick pile because it's so dark. Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, we've done it. Way to go, dummy. That's free money. You may leave. We've saved him. Don't get stuck! Uh-oh. Please be advised you remain overdue on payments to M & Sons window repairs. Please turn over to Reed's statement. Oh, 0% interest. No big deal. We still owe you $5 grand. I don't care. We also made 50 cents on wood pallets today. I mean, yeah, if you want me to repay a loan on time, don't make it 0% interest. From the Tom Nook school of economics. Okay, I mean, now we're in the groove. Like, this is... It's automatic. Just gonna... Butter. Butter. For the love of God, like, do not mess up. Because it'll take so long to get it fixed. Why are they a different color? It's got that nice, like, heritage building look to it. They're upvotes. They're arrows pointing to where the house is. This is more work than I thought it would be, honestly. Okay, let's do it. Let's tackle this problem. Let's tackle this problem, okay? So we're going to go offset. Offset. Then we're gonna get 3 of these. Oh, dude, I can tell. What the heck are we doing next? One day, this house is gonna be complete. I mean, it's gotta be like this. Offset. Offset. I'm so energized from the fact that we're actually doing this up. This place is gonna be beautiful. This place is gonna be beautiful. Oh, baby, look at that. We still need some side butter. It's a problem, though, because that's gonna side butter the outside wall. Yeah, just that then? Does that work? Just this? I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna send it. This seems like something you gotta send. There's floating butter. Yeah, but that's not floating butter of my creation, so I think we might be okay. I wish I could watch this in 1.25 times speed. You know what? I wish I could live it in 0.5 times speed. Because I'm having a great time right now. I've always said, you know, I love menial tasks. This is a menial task. I feel like now that I got the methodology down, I'm like in a zen state of mind right now. A shattered one. Does it count as a... It does not count as a half brick. Son of a... Would you say this game is a vibe? I think this is one of the most vibe-ish games out there. Absolutely. You know, I have to say it. The man doesn't have a toilet. The man doesn't have a toilet. At least aim for the drain. Like, we're not a monster. And then, yeah. And then, you know what? Why not? Oh no, it melted the tile. It's radioactive. He does? What the? I'd rather go in the shower. That thing's disgusting. Well, that's never going to be the same again. That's what happens when you drink Landlord Super. Okay, we definitely need more mortar. Could I get just butter over the piss? Well, really, like, the bigger problem is, like, you know, you can't just do anything in this game. There's like an eldritch series of steps. So like the only way I could think of to just clean something is just head out into the middle of the street and then be like, you know, can you just pour this thing out? I mean, it says 0 liters. I mean, I was pouring. The only other thing I could think of is like, you know, take it over to this thing right here and then be like, you know, turn it on. I think it's good. I think it's good. The dude was just man-moding that 30-liter bucket of water, which was pretty sick. Here we go. We have so much momentum now. This is out of control. I would like... Okay, we're stealing. Here I go stealing again. I mean, it would be a crime to purchase cement. You're charging 20 pounds a bag. I don't think I can take the half brick at the same time. We'll make a special trip for the half brick. Like the wheelbarrow, honestly, I think the wheelbarrow is more trouble than it's worth. Skirt. Cement, let's go. Yeet. You know what? The wheelbarrow definitely would have been faster. How heavy is this? There's no way for us to know yet. We're in no rush. It's like Blur said. Avoiding all work, cause there's none available. Don't breathe this. I got the butter lung, Dad. Alright, that seems about apt. Something's wrong with my character animation. Standard mortar? What the heck happened to strong mortar? But if anything, you know what? Having standard mortar is probably better. Because maybe it takes less power to smash it with the sledgehammer. I mean, we started slow, don't get me wrong. But once we got going on this, I mean, I'm just telling you, if they ever add online multiplayer to this, I think I might be a bricklayer. My dad laid bricks in this building. Yeah, that's true. My game was also scuffed. We had anti-grav on for a bit. I will say, though, I've watched, you know, some Corey Haim movies. Like, I've seen The Lost Boys. Never thought, nope, of Corey Haim as a good actor necessarily until I watched that and saw, like, what an accomplished actor looks and sounds like compared to all of the other actors in that. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I found it. Honestly, the weather's beautiful. Let's enjoy it. Yeah, do not break this brick. Do not break this brick. Oh, let's go. Okay. I'll be straight up with you. Now that we brought it back, it's night and we don't have any lights. Except for the piss hole. So I'm just gonna go to sleep. That way we have a save in case things go terribly wrong. I think you can buy work lights, to the best of my knowledge. Dude, you're right, we should just piss all over. And maybe it'll illuminate the dark. So, I guess the question that I have now is, what kind of butter do we place? Like, is that gonna be a brick in the wrong dimension? And that's gonna be a brick in the right dimension? Let's test this theory. Notebook build task complete. But wait, I'm not done yet. Honestly, I thought there was a chance we might never see those words. Oh, we did. We got double credit. Let's go. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen. The whole thing. Bricked up nicely. A little detritus, but you know what? Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Repair exterior brickwork. The exterior brickwork is done. Can you help me out? Looks to me like you need to brick up the exterior walls. I have bricked up the exterior walls. Chimney? Yeah, but it's scaring me because the chimney is not an exterior wall. Right, I'll get to it. Here's what I'm thinking. I hate that I'm blowing my whole stack. Someone's telling me we didn't put side butter on one part of something. That, honestly, for 10 pence, seems like a great thing to go back and check. We gotta get up nice and close. Second from the corner, top right. These look good. I think these are side buttered. I think the game bugged. Just sledge one brick. It's not possible. It's not possible to sledge one brick. There's a gap. We saw a gap. Okay, where? Your other right. This is a store, okay? Like, this is a Pizza Hut. Are we going to the salad bar? Are we going to the bathrooms? Are we busting into the kitchen? Where are we going? It's on the left side of the Pizza Hut. This thing right here, there does appear to be an aberrant situation right here. Can I, thank you. What? It's part of the chimney. You gotta bust down that whole chimney? I mean, I didn't brick this in. I don't know where these bricks came from, honestly. I don't even think those are bricks, dude. Now that I look at this, these are not bricks. Okay. We can re-brick this. This doesn't bother me. So we saved just before the half brick. So here's what I'm thinking. In order to play by the game's rules, we might have to... That was a great save on the half brick. I gotta give myself a lot of props for that. When it hits us with notebook task updated, change nothing. Stop there. Done. Look at that. Fantastic. And then save. It'd be an idea for you to fix the roof, don't you think? You'll need tool supplies and even learn how to repair the roof. If you're tight on funds, you can go to the job center. The old church has a roof full of tarred wood planks and roof tiles, which you could repurpose for your place. Remove the tarpaulin covering the exposed area. Is that what tarp is short for? Tarpaulin? Step 1 is theft. There's the tiles, I'm assuming. And we should at least be able to take the tarp off and get something done in that department. Now, I imagine we will probably be taking a couple of days to work to be able to buy the mats. That's okay with me. Yo, they let me take the ladder. I bet you can take the wheelbarrow too then. Yeah. Oh, be careful, be careful. Send it. This son of a gun. Hey, Malf and Dan. Let me show you how to do a skill that apparently you're not capable of doing. It's called descending a ladder without breaking both of your legs. Step 1, you're going to line up your vision with the ladder. Step 2, yeet whatever you're holding to get a better view. Step 3, proceed calmly onto the ladder. And step 4, descend until safe. I'm going to level with you. I started the bit because I thought for sure I would fall and take damage. I didn't think it would work as well as it did. You can't bait the comedy gods. Do we need money? Because here's the thing. I would rather buy the tiles than steal them just because it's so convenient to have them delivered. There might be better jobs too. But you know what? That's a good idea. Before we start work, let's go check the job center. What happened?
Yep.
You seem to have passed out from exhaustion. Yes, that's true. I remember that.
Yep.
Yeah. Don't, you're not my mother. There's no jobs. Avoiding all work because there's none available. Okay, send me. Only got 20 pounds in my pocket. It's 5 o'clock. If we rush, we might be able to buy our building supplies. Let me go. No, we'll just get them tomorrow. That's fine. You can't get the tarred wood planks from the... Like, really, the only place you could get them is from the church roof. We only need a spanner to build the scaffolding. So I don't think we need... I might be wrong. But I don't think we need the spanner unless we're going to go with scaffolding. Whoops. Kind of slippery up there. Alright, hello, sir. Thank you so much for your support. God. It's the same... Same problem with the bricks. You know what? It's okay. You need a pallet, Jack. Come on, man. Stop saying stuff that's not true. Like, there's like a Fight Club message in here. Like, I don't want to work for 10 days as a dishwasher just to buy a forklift so I can save myself 2 minutes in getting roofing tiles off of the back of this truck. You know what I mean? I'd rather just sacrifice a little bit of extra time for now. Or if my dude could just get like a little stronger, that would benefit me as well. Malf, did you buy a forklift? He did? What the hell? You got a forklift? I gotta start doing 12-hour streams, dude. What's going on?
Car that was there,
Yeah.
it's getting towed.
Good. There was a car parked in front of our place. I kept looking out the window to see what's going on. And there was just like an old man in there, like looking at his phone for hours. It's not a parking spot. It's just the road.
I bought the violin.
I saw your message. I will say last night I said maybe you should sleep on buying the violin.
I slept on it.
And you said I don't even know what I want yet. So I was a little surprised in chat today when you typed I bought a violin.
I was talking to my mom the whole time.
Now, we need to buy tarred wood planks. You're closed? It's 1 p.m. Maybe you weren't closed. I think I did it wrong. Wood. Do we have to tar them ourselves? Oh, next page. Okay. And I promise, I believe you are correct. I believe the forklift is the next step. Is it a forklift or a hand truck? It's a hand truck. Okay, because I was, honestly, in a world where a sledgehammer is 10 pounds, when you said that Malf bought a forklift, I was like, you're telling me this guy, he threw out like 1,000 pounds. And then somehow figured out how to fill this son of a gun up with petrol. Still too much. Are you building houses? Just join the NBA? My dude's worried about the wrong kind of boards. Yo, 3 pounds 29. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Fix roof. Place a tarred wooden plank onto the exposed area. secure using a hammer and nails. Okay, step 1. And we got some problems here. So we gotta. This looks like hell. Okay. Then you get your hammer out, and you go. Okay, so you place the timber, you get your hammer out, and you go, I'm in the Midlands. Gra-ta-ta-ta, gra-ta-ta-ta. Okay, good work. Never interrupt a joke of mine again. There's not that much work to do on this. This doesn't seem that bad. In contrast to laying the butter, this is a walk in the park. Although I will say my mouse is actually off of my second monitor. Yeah, I just clicked on the bottom right taskbar and opened up Windows date time. It's okay. A little tippy tap. Yeah, sure. 2 nails. That's the Northernlion advantage. Your roof gets 2 nails. I think one of these has got to go though, because we need to put one over here. You think this will work, or do you think we need to put 2 boards here? Might be a little leaky. That's what the shingles are for. You can overlap them. Oh. Pick up the mouse. Oh, okay, I'm back over on the right side now. Sure, that looks mostly correct. This is what the tiles are for. Yeah, plus if you're ever under attack, you can just look out from there. I'm not building a house anytime soon. Yeah, I think everybody's aware of the fact that I'm not Amish. Wouldn't consider myself a master craftsman. Look at that. And you said this was gonna leak. Ye of little faith. No, I know you gotta nail them into place, but first you might as well, you know, put as many of them down as possible. You're supposed to lay bottom to top. It would have been nice to note that in the book. Oh, it's starting to rain again, dude. I can't hang up here. No! It's common sense. It is definitely not common sense. You know what? I'm taking a sleep. Can't climb in the rain. Of course it's common sense. When you're laying roofing tiles, you start at the bottom of the roof and move to the top. Think about it. If you have to think about it, it's not common sense. Do you want me to draw you a diagram? If you have to draw a diagram, again, that ain't common sense. By the way, look at this ladder. You're gonna lecture me about common sense? This is the way we're roofing? The ladder is leaned against nothing and sitting on nothing. Now, of course, I'll tell you what. I hope Malf's not watching. If he tries to lay roof tiles and he starts at the top, I'm gonna call him an idiot. This is the shit travels downhill, brother. I just learned about it yesterday. What, you didn't know that? It's common sense, dude. Come on. Yeah, sure, that'll work. You don't have to nail them. You just place them. Let's go. It's common sense. No wonder when you see a tornado, people's shingles are coming off like crazy. It's just gravity holding them on there. Gravity and a little bit of tar. Yo, you're not wrong. It is just gravity holding us here. I think this game probably does not have completely realistic fluid dynamics, so I'm not sweating it too much. Plus, again, this is before the Landlord-Tenant Act even passed, so, you know, what are you going to do? Take me to court? Courts are all jammed up with football hooligans right now. Okay. I mean, that looks beautiful. You can barely even tell. I mean, I think we've completed the task. I'd think about repairing that support wall inside. What do you got? Is building supplies? No, thank you. Tools? Where's my tool lord at? Well, of course I'm not a criminal in this game. It's actually just easier to buy this stuff because you don't have to carry it with you. Trucks and trolleys. This is what you bought? You bought a 45-pound pallet truck? Looks like we're spending a couple days in the dish mines. Here's how we're gonna do this. We work all day. We can't jump. We can't afford to jump over the barrier. We might pass out. And we'll take a little sleep. Dun, dun. Alright. Now, honestly, I don't think we have to spend a day in the dish mines, but we're going to spend a little bit of time in the dish mines. The start of the day, before the pub opens, we go buy our hand trolley. All right. You scam artist. I just spent my life savings. Oh no, it's gonna say thank you forever. So here's my plan. We're gonna take this son of a gun back to our home. I mean, I'm thinking we might start living in the new place, in the investment property, and just rent out the trailer. By the way, this is sprinting. It is a great game. It's one of a kind, that's for sure. And we gotta clean up all this garbage anyway. Now that we've done that, we're gonna go take the bus and go back into town and we're gonna do some dishes. Okay. It's still not open? We had a busy day. I mean, we could just hang out. Maybe the job center's got some better stuff for us while we wait. Nope. What do you think of my summer car sometime? I would peep it for sure. I hear it's a lot like this, but from what I've seen of my summer car, it's like much more... It's much more punishing. So like, you die all the time. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna sleep... And then we're going to just make sure it took, and I think it took. We're gonna quit to menu and reload to lose the thank you resin. And then we're gonna turn off the overlay. Look at that. Even just navigating the options menu is its own beast. We need breeze brick. Braised brick. 40 per order. Dude, I'm so ready for this. I'm like a kid on Christmas morning. Just waiting for him to get here. It's like when you buy a bread maker, you're so excited to do a new chore. Making some breads. Hello. You got an entire pallet? They only sell them by the pallet. Okay. So we got a brick... I don't think we brick these, right? We just brick the places where it's missing bricks. We need another half brick there. Oh my lord. It never ends. Okay, it's very simple. This is my favorite chore in the game, now that we know what we're doing with it. But the question is, do we want 2-piece? That's weak mortar? I don't care. Doesn't bother me. We want long boys for this one. Thank you, thank you. You will care? If a couple of bricks fall out, it's no big deal. As I've mentioned, I love buttering. And re-butter. It's not like all the bricks are gonna fail at once. I mean, come on. Are you crazy? I just walked over here. We can carry more than one brick at a time. I mean, I knew we could carry the small bricks, but these huge bricks, I'm like, yeah, it's crazy. We might need a ladder on the way in here. Or just to get taller? I don't know. Maybe we could jump shot it? I mean, they won't even let me put it down. So, like, I don't know. I got it, honestly, I think I got a great idea. Hear me out here, okay? Strap it back up. I mean, this is begging for trouble. I got one more option. I saw this one in chat. I think it's a very good option. If I can even get in through the door, which I cannot. Does not work. Well, no, it does not work. Okay. Apparently, you can buy a little stepper from the store. Oh my god, I have to go back into town. Ah! That's alright, I can do some dishes while I'm there to make up the difference. Yo, that stone cutter's looking mighty nice. Yo, free pallet. You just want a work platform. Sadly, we can't afford it. Every step has like 20 other steps that need to be accounted for. That's alright, another 20 pounds in my pocket. Great job, now get out there and fight! At least we can actually take the bus instead of just running the whole time. That's a big step for us. We are pretty stinky. What happens if you reach maximum stinky? I feel like there's no consequences to anything in this game, which is kind of amazing. Okay, this is a 2-brick Marty. Start from the top. Obviously, dude, it's common sense. Are you seeing the speed run of butter placing? Considering, like, I'm a little embarrassed. It took us so long to make that little half wall, when now we're on the big daddy wall and it's no problem. Like, we're fast as frick. It is what it is. We pick our battles in life. And I get paid by the hour anyway. If anything, if I went to the client and went, I'm done, too early, they would probably be, like, suspicious. They'd be like, we ain't even finished our brunch yet. She ain't finished this cup yet. And I ain't going out of the club without her. Did you watch Animal Talking last night? I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea what that is. Did you watch Survivor last night? I might watch the new, I might watch the next season of Survivor. I kind of missed this one, but people are getting pogged up about Survivor again. I could use a little bit of some pog reality TV in my life. It's Apollo's Animal Crossing podcast. I was not informed that this is a thing. That's cool. It's not Apollo's. It's just an Animal Crossing podcast. Why do you have to go and say things that aren't true, you know? I mean, dude, we're a half brick away. So, I could go work and buy a stone cutter. But instead, I'm going to go by the place where maybe I can steal them. I keep trying to call an Uber, dude. I missed one butter. Okay, hold that thought. Tell me where the butter is when I come back. Where is, where's the pit? Are you the pit? Let me in. Is it back here? It's the factory? Okay, let me rephrase my question. Where's the factory? Oh, I can't go this way. Butter, turn around. Ah, the pit. Yo, it's a ripoff, dude. There's no half bricks here. There is a free TV, refrigerator, and sofa, though. We'll save that for later. Alright, well, apparently we need the freaking stone cutter. So, it's alright. We'll just work for a couple days. No big deal. We got 10 minutes. I think we can do it in 10 minutes. I think if you don't believe that, you're underestimating us. Pint of lager, please, barmaid. I've had a hard day. Glug, 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 glug. Oh, that'll sort it right out. Excuse me. What? Any old soak? What are you talking about? You can't work when you're drunk? I had one pint. If you couldn't wash dishes or work in a kitchen if you've had one beer, restaurants should basically be made illegal. None of them would be able to operate right now. Son of a gun, dude. Don't pass me out. Or don't let me pass out. Yahoo. Yeah. Uh-oh. Come on. Come on. I work at a casino restaurant. I would be fired if I had a beer before work. That's, like, casinos, they're by the book, from what I understand. The casinos, they play by the rules. Every other restaurant, all I've heard of, one of my friends is like he's been a head chef and sous chef at like chain restaurants, and he's like, everybody's fricked up all the time. What butter did we miss? That one right there? It's not helpful. It's not helpful. I don't even know if we need the butter, honestly. What did Kate get? Chicken karage. Sandwich. Sushi. What? I know you can't have sushi, but you can have like vegetable rolls. What'd she get? It's not the violin, is it? My guess is that you got Chinese food. Is that correct? Yo, did you get the bao?
Yeah.
Ah, thank you, Chad. Chat remembered the bao. Have you been watching me brick up the house, Kate? Kate watches a Korean streamer whose favorite game of 2019 because it didn't come out in 2019, but he played it in 2019, is My Summer Car. So I was like, yo, you should tell him to play this game, because he and his chat are going to love it, but there's no localization. I feel like if you played this game without understanding the language, it's just a nightmare waiting to happen.
Can I show?
With the double switch fuel, thank you.
What happened?
I think I put it in the kitchen. Oh, that looks fantastic. Smells beautiful. Today's work looks a lot like this. I'll take a pint of Landlords, please.
She got no boots.
They're under her shirt.
Tell her to get a boot job.
All right, I'm not gonna do that. You can do that if you want to, and you can deal with the fallout. There's no time to eat during double switch, so the game is too high octane. Don't hit me, please. We're gonna buy the stone cutter. We're gonna purchase this stone cutter for 60 pounds sterling. Ooh, real. Then we're gonna go back. They're gonna let me take this on the bus while it's running. Oh, it still says thank you. Okay. And then mission accomplished. That went way easier than I expected it to go. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now, I'm not sure if that was worth 60 pounds, to be honest. But what's done is done. You cut it the wrong way? Nah, dude. Nah. Notebook updated. I mean, I'm not gonna butter the sides. This is, someone might bump into it. Okay, I mean, whoa, what the heck's going on out here? Yo, what are you doing? Here, I'll leave it over there. It doesn't turn off. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh, a postcard. It's a bill. Our save did not carry over. No, where's my cloud saves? Monster Train carried over. That game isn't even freaking out yet. New game. I'm ready. I know what's happening in Landlord Super. We're gonna speed run it now. Just beat it again. Speed run time. Yeah, plus with the new PC, and dare I say, a new mouse, we got nothing to worry about. We were displaced persons. I don't know if this stuff matters at all right now. New PC, new speedrun. The Logitech G203 has arrived. Yes, I know. Someone has asked, are you going to play House Flipper after Landlord Super? There is no way I could not play the Property Brothers sponsored HGTV DLC for House Flipper. I got codes for it the other day, and I will absolutely play. I might even do a Northernlion tries of House Flipper as soon as this stream is over. And plus, Malf recommended it, so it's gotta be good, right? Take me to TV set off. All right. Hello, sir. We're gonna skip a lot of the dialogue because you know we've seen it many times in the past. Get out of here, Jimmy. I don't need any help. I know what I'm doing. I'm extremely good. Oh, you know what? No. We have to give the job to the driver. That's right. We got to go give the job to the driver. Yeah. It's a long trip. We can't even afford bus fare yet. To be fair, you'll probably be where you were by the end of today. I really, sadly don't think so. The restart has to happen, unfortunately. So we go... You tried to hit me. We go to the job center. By the way, Winston. I gotta say, it's running smoother. He got it back. You're lucky there's no legal system here. What a disaster. No, I predict... I thought those cars were gonna stay there forever. Hey, just relax, dude. Where are you going? I did not know that Rob got his computer back, but it did not work after that. That does suck, though. Alright, so you need me to steal you some things. Let me in, please. Thank you. Pepe hands for Robert. You know, apparently I'm peeing. There we go. Just zip up. That's alright. Just disrespectful to pee in here, but that's okay. Because of the fact that we didn't get to do any solo stuff yesterday because we had to go to our ultrasound, which was, I mean, if we're being honest, also extremely pogged. I gotta tell you, that ultrasound machine, you're telling me they were, when was ultrasound invented? Because that is the most futuristic machine I have ever interacted with in my life. 1845? I mean, I'm assuming they got a lot better, don't get me wrong. But, like, that thing is incredible. Like, I saw our child's face. It was a human face. And we saw, like, you know, organs and leg bones and tibias and humeruses. It was out of control. The machine is incredible. What fruit size? In Kate's pregnancy book, it says avocado. 440 grams, which is approximately 1 pound. I would like to work at the bar. What do you want? Can you help me out? Well, saw it off then, will you? Excuse me. What do you want? Can you help me out? Well then, saw it off, will you? What do you want? Can you help me out? Well, saw it off then, will you? The dang game's broken.
Yeah.
I gotta say, this is the most cursed landlord super start I ever could have expected. The old man just doesn't get it, does he? Maybe one more time. Well, saw it off then, will you? Alright, well, I guess I will saw it off then. Oh, maybe I gotta talk to you first. Yes, we restarted because there was no cloud save. So, I love this JPEG of old cigarettes on the ground. More like cigars. Well, due to the size. Did you guys see that video of Kid Rock wearing the Rex Kwon Do martial arts uniform? And he's about to hit a drive on a golf course. He's smoking a cigar that's like half done. And then he decides, I'm done. I don't need it anymore. He just takes the cigar, chucks it. Just chucks it onto the green. Or, like, you know, onto the grass. What's wrong with this man? I mean, the fire is a pretty low concern, I suppose. There's lots of people around. But just like throwing your half-done cigar on the grass? I'm not stealing concrete. I would rather just buy it. Because I honestly think that's the fastest way to do things. Stealing is like, you know, you're paying with your time instead of your money. Yeah. Get out of here. Get it. Dude, yeah, you're free. Okay. Stealing is actually more work than staying on the straight and narrow. Yo, they should put bikes in this game. Maybe the dishwasher job has opened up. No. Okay, so we'll just go back, take a snooze. Dishwasher job should open up tomorrow. This is like day 3 of new PC. It's gonna take a bit to get everything working with the pageantry and the overlays. Just enjoy the frame rate as it sits right now. Part-time pot wash wanted. There we go. Smooth 60 FPS. It is funny, like, watching the clips from, like, earlier this year. Because I edited them together to try to get TikTok superstardom. Oh, you know what? I bet I have to shower before they'll even let me work. The desync on the cam, even it being, like, 0.25 seconds, is, like, is too much. You didn't watch the Warzone stream yesterday? We're in, like, a new era of PC frame perfecticity. We're making, like, snapshots we've never made before in our entire life. We got Call of Duty running in 1440p. It's incredible. Warzone with no stutters. It's a beautiful thing. That's all you can say, is that it's a beautiful thing. I can move the cam to the other side. Sure. I can move the cam to the other side. Is there anything else you might be interested in asking? Like, for example, would you like me to change the time that I publish all of my videos so that it specifically coincides with your lunch break? Just curious. Hold on. What time are we opening here? Noon. 2 hours. I don't really have anything to do for a couple of hours. Here's something every non-bearded man wishes could be a real invention. What if you could take a pill that would permanently keep you at 3 to 4 days of stubble? I don't want the smooth baby face that has me looking like the world's oldest baby. And I don't want like a 6 or 7 day beard that's got little curls in it and it's getting a little itchy and scraggly. I want that 3 to 4 day perfect Jason Statham stubble. You can't get it with clippers. You can't get it with razors. You can only get it through the power of medicine. Please make it happen. There you go. How is this a good TikTok? I don't know the formula on TikTok, okay? What my most popular TikTok video is a man drinking a Monster Energy drink, running really fast and then falling over. However, another one of my most popular TikToks is me telling the story over 50 seconds in Mario Kart, where the teacher called my mom because every time I put on my hand but didn't get picked, I would sigh. That one has like 400,000 views. So I don't know what works. Then another great one is the getting over it, where I said, obviously I'm not gonna fall on the snake. And then literally 1.5 seconds later, I slip and come about a micrometer away from falling down the snake. That one did very well. We're loaded. 28 pounds sterling. Night Trap did pretty well. Night Trap got like 60,000 views. Oh, there's no bus though. How's quarantine doing? It's kind of like, it's relaxing here. Like, our anniversary is on Friday, and we're like, there might even be some restaurants open that we can go to. But obviously, like, it's still, like, with measures in place. Like, every other table being boxed off and, you know, people wearing masks. I'm gonna be honest. I think the first thing we try to buy is a hand truck, so that we can unload everything faster. I think the hand truck is number one. Do I really have to go all the way? I think I do have to buy it from the store, unfortunately. Yeah. You know, honestly, I'm actually a little... Oh, we should have taken the bus. But I'm a little... I don't want to say happy, but I'm almost a little okay with the fact that the cloud saves didn't work. Because I heard that, like, once you fix up the first house, there's nothing else to do. That's just the game for now. I'm hoping that you can, like, build your own ill-gotten landlord empire. Like, you can fix up the first house, start renting it, use that passive income to fix up another property in town, all the while maintaining the British 1980s vibe. Okay, pallet truck is 45 pounds. It's gonna take a bit. Hey, NL, I'm high as shit, but I just want to say this is amazing content. Thank you. I'm completely stone sober right now, and I'm here to tell you, we all know you're high, and you're gonna be high forever. I know all the other times you've gotten high, it stopped, like after a couple of hours, or maybe after you slept, it stopped. This one's different. This one is like, it's not gonna stop. You're just gonna be high forever, and everybody knows. And we're all talking about it. Kate said, why are you doing this to this poor man? I'm just... It was a joke. It was just a joke. It's hard for me to notice when people are high. Because, like, I feel like, based on what I read online, at least 10% of people are high at work 24/7. And I've never noticed, except there have been occasionally at, like, a restaurant, a waiter will have, like, bright red eyes with tiny, tiny, tiny pupils. And then I'm like, this guy is fucking torched. He should not be here. Or he's got horrible allergies, in which case he probably shouldn't be here either. You know, if you're my lawyer, I don't want you to be high at work. Especially if we're in court. But if you're like, you know, if you're working the back of the house at a restaurant, or you're like, you know, helping someone, you're a sales associate at Home Depot or something, I don't care. Whatever gets you through the day, as far as I'm concerned. Dude, if someone gets hurt, though? Well, it depends. Like, again, if you're driving the forklift, you probably shouldn't be inebriated. I'll give you that one, 100%. Where are we at? Oh my god, we have 60 pounds sterling. This is incredible. I did close the door behind me because of Warzone. You got me. You got me. What are you smoking in here, son? I'm not smoking, Dad. I'm listening to Steely Dan. I love it. Alright. Today's gonna be a big day. Alright. Step 1. Give me the hand truck. We're taking this son of a gun home. Anything, if you work customer service, it might help you out. Don't take this advice as gospel, by the way. I'm just suggesting that. Look, here's all I'm gonna say is that those 2 times we've been to the bank, there's been a belligerent idiot in front of us both times who refuses to answer the COVID screening questions because they consider it, I don't know, an insult. They're like, yeah, you can ask other people that, but don't ask me. And if the security guard was not under the influence of something, then they're a saint. Honestly, they should run for office. Now, if you're a heart surgeon, maybe wait until that night. Don't you have to use crack to run for office? That's Toronto. Don't lump the rest of us in with Toronto, okay? Dude, I think we're almost ready to get to our foundation, straight up. Vancouver's like Toronto, but worse. Wow. Imagine saying that with a straight face when it's like 24 degrees and sunny here, and it snowed in Ontario like a week and a half ago. Absolutely mind-boggling. I don't know. Excuse me, sir. What do you mean? Am I new here? I've spent my life savings in this shop. I think I can afford it. Oh, no, definitely not. See, here's the thing. I thought I could afford it. But then when you see that there's money on the screen, I definitely cannot afford it. But what I can afford is a bucket. Let me out, please. Dude, this is such a good game. I've come to terms with the fact that we had to start over, and I'm actually happy I get to do all this again. My father laid bricks in this building. Look at how clean it is out here. Like, I know it's obviously dirty as hell, but like, it's so much cleaner than my last one was. NL looks so short. You know what, buddy? First off, I'm sitting down. But secondly, how about now? When can I get one of those shirts? You didn't hear it from me, but make sure you got your mom's credit card handy for next Tuesday. And then we're gonna shower up because we're stinky as heck. Probably take a couple, honestly. Here's a question for you. Can you ever be so stinky that you need to take 2 showers? I think the answer is no. I think you can be stinky enough to need to add another 1 to 3 minutes to your shower, but to do a whole second shower doesn't make any sense to me. Kate says only if you're bald. I understand. Hair is, washing your hair is longer and an inconvenience. But I'm telling, like, seriously, I step into the shower, hot water hits me, I spin 360 degrees, 25% of my cleanliness has already risen. I take the body wash, I lather up, I wash my face, I wash the top and the back of my head. 75% done. That's within 2.5 minutes. I spin around again, all of the soap gets taken off and I scrub a little bit. 25% done. That takes me to 100 and I'm done. That's it. Everything else, you're just playing with it, in my personal opinion. You shower for 45 minutes? That's too much. Well, hold on. I'm as a long pooper. I'm going to tell you one objective thing. That's a lot of water. For sure. However, live your life. That being said, I do work, I don't even know, I work a no-collar job. It's even less strenuous than a white-collar job. So, I'll allow another 5 minutes if you actually work for a living. I think that's allowable. Now we got the notebook. It only took us like half an hour to get here. This isn't too bad. Look, if you shave your legs in the shower, I understand. I'm saying specifically the shower portion. You can, again, it's like the car wash. You can add wax if you want. You can add a brush your teeth in the shower option. Of course, shampoo is considered non-negotiable for a lot of people. Look, all right. I bought the hand truck, even though there's no reason to have to use it here. We're going to use it here. That seems bad. Yeah, go for it, buddy. I'm just gonna sit here and watch you, because this seems... Oh, it's fine. Okay. Well, you know what? Some things are better left for the man instead of the machine. Hold on. Hold on. Building tasks. One plank? That's it? I was just checking to see, because that seems like too easy. Little tippy tap. Yo, you can get longer nails? I had no idea. Now you're not in there right. I don't like what you're doing here. I don't think there's any way I can interact with it though. At this point. I mean, the grid is formed. Whatever. We're gonna brick it up anyway. Alright. We can take the wheelbarrow on the bus too, right? Don't talk about that nail as if it's the nail from A Quiet Place, okay? And I gotta tell you right off the bat, anything I don't need, we're putting in the skip now. Even though it's a waste of money, the peace of mind we get from this is way better. And I didn't put it in the title, but hell yeah, it's still the summer of Steely. And this is a lot of timber to... Yeah, I mean, this is not sparking joy. Exactly. But it's not even really the summer of Steely. It's really just the summer of me listening to Dirty Work a lot. Can you sing more than 3 of their songs? Absolutely. Dirty Work, Ricky Don't Lose That Number. My Old School, Bodhisattva. Reeling in the Years. I could probably sing like at least 8. Kid Charlemagne. Do It Again. I don't know Do It Again very well. I just know you go back and forth and do it again. I think Steely Dan is a thing here in England. That's alright as long as instead of listening to Steely Dan, you exclusively listen to the first 60 seconds of side 1, track 1 of the Smiths' 1986 seminal album, The Queen is Dead. Cemetery Gates is a classic. I mean, I Know It's Over. I Know It's Over is an incredible song. Of course, there's also There Is a Light That Never Goes Out. The Boy with the Thorn in His Side. There's a lot of great... I mean, it's a great album. But I think I'm a Cemetery Gates sort of guy. But I Know It's Over is a great musical performance. Or a great vocal performance, I should say. That being said, of course... God, I wish Morrissey would keep his goddamn mouth shut. Can't talk about the fact that the Smiths made some incredible music in the 1980s, and even a little bit of his solo stuff is pretty great, without having to apologize for the fact that you like it because he's saying some dumb stuff in the media all the time. Yo, put some headlights on this thing. There are no 100 gecs, that's for sure. Yeah, I know 100 gecs. Why every generation thinks they're the first generation to listen to cool, weird shit. I did not go to their Minecraft concert, though. You dump it all in there and take one of the fattest breath of your whole life. Let that coat the inside of your lungs. And then when you get sick from it in 20 years, blame emissions from another country. All right, same thing. Get the concrete lung. Toss that garbage in there. Let God sort it out. What's this, just pure sand? Sure, why not? No, that's not sand, dude. That's building sand. This is specially sourced organic sand exclusively for building purposes. Then, just like Ma used to make. Every single time, dude. Building sand is in short supply. I mean, I'm making fun of it, but I'll admit, this might be, like, real. I don't know anything about building. Let's be honest. Now, we don't need cement anymore. How many liters of this son of a gun we got in here? Still weak, huh? Oh, well. Oh. Oh, well. Don't put anything heavy under this, okay? Well, we don't need concrete, right? So I was thinking what we should do is just enhance the road. Yeah, there you go. Just filled in that pothole. Whatever. What stats you're gonna do? Kill me? Oh, wait. Alright, what time is it? It's noon, the bar just opened, dude. So here's what I'm... First off. Give me a pint. I got some crimes to get into. And you know what? We've been working hard. Give me the Doyle. It's 15 pence more. But I like a dark beer. There you go. Oh, I'm sorry! There'll be no more of that. Consider this your first and last warning. I'm sorry. I can't get banned from the bar because it's also my place of work. It's pretty messed up. Alright, so we want to steal 1 concrete. Cement, whatever, dude. I only recently found out car and cement are 2 different things. And then we will order 10 sand. Steal the car? I would never. That's probably what I said. I believe I've said a word wrong. I apologize. I do need to say, while we're talking about cars, yesterday I BM'd Dan by saying Ford's stock price was $8 per share. I'd like to apologize to Dan for filling him with false hope. It's actually around $5 per share. That's my mistake. I gave the Ford Motor Corporation too much credit. Their stock price is actually around pretty much half of what I said that it would be. Oh, you guys are in for a treat on camera.
I'm starving.
Kate put together this new cat tree
You take.
for my good son Tomo and Ruka to sleep in here. This thing is huge. You put this whole thing together?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It was pretty easy, but I'm starving.
I will say, you gotta be careful with those blinds, because you're gonna blind half a chat. That's why they call them that. The sun coming off of the left side of my face. You made her build it? Look, a lot of people in chat have never been married, and it shows. I can't, A, make my wife do anything. In reality, I can't stop her from doing stuff. We could have built this together after the stream. She said, nah. I'm gonna get that done ASAP.
Oh, he's loving, he's needing it.
Oh, hopefully there's space for Tomo.
Oh, come on.
Tomo can eke out a little spot on the bottom. All right, well, this seems bad. Did you have to load the bricks in the exact center of the truck? You really you're making it hard for me. Okay, this is the one. There are many like it, but this one is mine. All right, we flipped it over again. Which, I don't know the best Oasis album, but the best Oasis song is Don't Look Back in Anger. Ladies and gentlemen, we've done it. Oh, they are loving it.
Yeah.
Not in the garbage can. Not in the garbage can. Stop while you're ahead. All right, you are free to go. Out the way, fella. What do you... Oh, there's still cement. Where? Oh no! I'm running into town so I can buy a sledgehammer real quick. Thanks for liking my comment on YouTube. You honestly, there is no reason to even have to say thank you. If I liked your comment on YouTube, that means it was a funny or positive comment. As a result, I should be the one thanking you. How come you don't like my comments on YouTube? Well, I'm gonna stop you right there. If your comments on YouTube are exclusively fake green text, then you're not getting a like. It's just that simple. And that honestly... Yeah, I know, but can I just walk home? Apparently not. That honestly cuts out, like, maybe 30% of the comments I get on YouTube are literally green text. And they're all the same format. Says he wants to do X, and then like 75 minutes later is like, does Y! Never change, NL. Never change. My comments are always supportive and early, but I've never gotten a like. Here's the thing. The likes that I give out are heavily weighted towards the comments that are close to the top of the comment section. So things that get a lot of thumbs ups are more likely to be seen by me, which makes them much more likely to get a heart. And also to get a snarky reply. Oh no. Oh, you're letting me go. Okay, we're fine. Buddy, just chain smoking in your truck cab. Best bet is TikTok. NL loves replying there. I probably do reply to about 20% of my TikTok comments. I'm telling, I don't get a lot of comments on TikTok. So responding to 20% of them is not a lot. You've exactly got me correct here. I'm just also saying that's your best bet. Plus, I think like TikTok's algorithm is like entirely based on view velocity. So just going and watching the video there is like, just the fact that you're watching is so flattering to me. And also very helpful. Okay, I've saved you. You see how cleanly that came off? Hit him. Oh, you're right. You know what? I didn't even think about this. I'm a dummy. Why don't you take one of these, dummy? Oh! He do be jumping. You gotta smash the ground one more time. There's hidden cement there. Possibly. Alright, I think... Well, you know what? You're right. Let's try this first, and then let's see how he feels about that. Do you think he will come back to this game after early access? I give it a 90% chance of happening. Alright. Take a snooze to save the game. Hello, Tomo. Exit to menu. We've done a lot in an hour, though. You know it's true. I'm excited for Dark Souls 2 as well. Can I tell you something? I am gonna do... Let's go! I'm gonna do a double Saestus build. It won't start as a double Saestus build because I don't think you get the Saestus for a while. But I want to do a Mike Tyson build and not use a hammer for once. No, it's not going to be randomizer because like I haven't played Dark Souls 2 since 2004. 2014, sorry. It's been a while. But randomizers can come back for games that are not Dark Souls 1 once I get a little bit more familiarity with them, assuming they work in the first place. Trowel. There you go. The pointing trowel. First of its name. What do you remember? I remember that there is a fire broadsword early on in the first area that's very good. I remember that there is a There's a boss called the Rodden that looks like Pudge the Butcher. I remember some windmills being on fire. I remember both of the final bosses, but I don't want to spoil it for anybody that's not seen them. I remember fighting just an absolutely enormous spider in an area that was just made of pure quicksand. That's about what I remember. Oh, yeah, I remember the Dragon Rider. I remember the Dragon Rider. I remember fighting some Vikings in some underwater lagoon. I remember you was conflicted in choosing your influences. The evils of Lucy was all around you. Speaking of quicksand. I don't know what happened to my legs, by the way. Well. Oh, there they go. I broke the fence with an empty bag? You're going to jail, brother. Ready for this? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's good. From downtown. Nope. Still. Alright, alright. No, I already sent it from the other side of the fence. I already got the clip. It's going up on talk soon, okay? I mean, this is why, like, when you start at, like, you know, construction school, they just have you bricking in the lab, right? Like, they don't just send you out to a house and go, like, hey, brick up this son of a gun. If you don't work in construction, what job would you want at the construction site? Kate, what job do you think I would be best at in the world of construction? She says driving the cement truck. I mean, that sounds pretty fun, honestly. You need the half brick, too? Do I need to do this part as well? Yeah, you're probably right. I just tuned in. Why is he restarting? It's a cloud save-based issue. It's an issue with cloud saves. As in, the big issue is this game doesn't have them. Yeah, the issue is the lack thereof. I don't even know where the half brick is, like, is somewhere in this pile, but we'll just wait for a little bit here. I mean, copying the save file is definitely doable. But I would have to plug in my old PC, unplug this, end the stream, go find the save file, and then pull it onto this machine. I see it as not worth it, in my opinion. We get to hang out with Johnny a little longer here. We'll get behind him in line. I responded to your toxicity with a joke. You responded to the joke with toxicity. Much like the lady in the bar, I'm going to say this is your first and last warning. If you don't want a 10-day probation from going to the dog and whistle that is our chat room, chill out with the quarantine toxicity. I've got a lot of tolerance for people because of the quarantine. Oh, it's open. Hygiene is at 80. Energy is at 85. Okay, it's going to be one full day. And then a second full day. But we're gonna get that half brick. Hey, this has to be done, is what it comes down to. We're getting stuff that is useful for us in the future. Oh no, the council will decide your fate. I don't need a Twitch council for my chat. The council is to judge other streamers. When it comes to chatters, I just rely on me, myself, and I, like a De La Soul song. Yeah, when does Vampire the Masquerade come out? I'm probably not gonna play it, and I'm probably not gonna watch anybody play it, but I could totally listen to Mathis talk about playing it. If you want to have a laugh, not at my expense, but like we'll laugh together. I had my first casualty on the new PC today. I recorded a whole Isaac episode, but did not hit the record button. Or rather, I think I double tapped the record button. Just another brick in the wall, if you know what I mean. It is what it is. Lesson learned, lesson learned. Here's the thing. It may not matter, but like, sometimes it matters. And I needed to be perfect just in case it matters. This looks familiar. What happened to my mortar, dude? Somebody shat on my mortar. Yeah, that's the ticket. I can't disagree with you. It would be nice if all the videos came out during your lunch break. It would be sweet. All right, there you go. This is bricked up just fine. All right, now, I mean, this is like get ready for the speed run of the century. What's different this time? I mean, you don't know? The bricks are correct. The bricks are matching. I'm no longer going to say that it's because of cloud saving. I'm going to say that we restarted the game to make sure the bricks all matched. I think a lot of people will find it funny, and a very small subset of people will lose their minds. And that's a kind of ratio that I can get down with. It is more satisfying to look at. Slimy, yet satisfying. What about the people who find it kinda sad? The dreams in which I butter are the best I've ever had. It's like Dota, right? Like previously when I was playing Dota, I was playing as or not Dota. Previously when I was playing Landlord Super, I was playing as a support, you know? I didn't buy anything until I absolutely 100% needed it for survival. Now, as a carry, I got my scaling items early. I got my hand trolley. I got my cement mix. This is a Hand of Midas right here. And then I got an early Aghanim Scepter so that my ults are better for ganks. Man, remember when every company was trying to make their own MOBA? What a strange time in human history. The kids just aren't into Dead Island anymore. Better turn it into a MOBA. The Lord of the Rings MOBA was underrated. That game was way better than it had any right to be. I forget the subtitle, which kind of undermines my point. Super Monday Night Combat. No, look. I love Monday Night Combat. Josh will attest. We played a staggering amount of Monday Night Combat. Super Monday Night Combat, though. And I mean, if you've been around for a long time, you probably know what I'm about to say. But one of the first huge L's I took on YouTube was I played Super Monday Night Combat when it came out on Steam and went, it seems interesting, but I don't like it nearly as much as Monday Night Combat. And people were like pissed. People were like, first off, this is free. And Monday Night Combat is $15. So, okay, Mr. Moneybags. And then they were like, you don't get it. Super Monday Night Combat is just like or Monday Night Combat, the original, is just like a Team Fortress 2 ripoff. Whereas Super Monday Night Combat has like all these systems that are novel. Like these MOBA style systems. Battle Royales are basically MOBAs. I still think people are like way too Melvin about battle royales. Not that many came out. Like if somebody releases like a shit battle royale that 4 people play, like that doesn't impact your quality of life. None of y'all sons of bitches, you hypocrites. None of y'all bought Titanfall 2 until it was discounted to $5 on Origin. And then you all played it and went, the campaign's amazing. I love that robot. And now you're wondering why they're making more Apex and making less Titanfall. Respawn is opening a studio in Vancouver specifically to work on Apex. The Respawn is now, once they open at least, it's a local business. You should apply there. What, to be the CEO? It doesn't even make any sense. Joke, like, just honestly doesn't even make any sense. I have to say, you're no longer legally allowed to call me Unity certified. My certification expired May 2019. And unsub. The certification's only good for 2 years. Which is fine because it also, like, is worthless to begin with. The real worth is not the certification. It was the studying I did to get the certification. But to be honest, like, Everything I read about the Unity certification was like, you really don't need this. I think you were talking about Team Unity. Team Unity's fine. We'll just try to make sure Apollo gets some more sleep before the next Warzone session. And I'm not insulting my friend Apollo, but when he got hit by a car and said this game fucking sucks, it actually broke my heart. I was like, it was like he insulted me to my face. There was nothing I could do, dude. Exactly. You know Unity, it goes through ebbs and flows. I think Apollo would be the first to say that, you know, he didn't bring his, like, S game yesterday. But it is what it is, you know? Me, Malf, and Dan were pogged up. I gotta be honest, like, I'm at the point Warzone is, like, an addictive substance. I was honest, when I asked Rob today if his computer was working, I was like, after he said no, I was like, maybe I'll play some solo Warzone. But then I was like, if I do that, I'm, like, that's too much. Let's just leave it at that. Just the story of what might have been. All right, we gotta take a snooze here. The yawn. Stop yawning. But Warzone is sick. What a great game. Under the bricks, then we're gonna flatten all over the butter. Oh no! That's all right. We can half brick it. It would look horrible. Come on. Let's go. Well, honestly, I'm just going to be straight up with you. If they completed the task, I'm not buttering this shit up. I'm not risking it. I'm not risking it. What do you want? Are we on roof now? Yeah, let's go. Okay. Here. Sorry. Yeah. We restarted because we wanted to do better. We didn't restart because of me making a mistake. That would be like ridiculous. So, we need to do our roof. For our roof, I remember we need a ladder. You go to Sheffingham, and you commit crimes. Committing crimes is step one. We could also steal shingles from the church, but I think stealing is actually more work. Yeah, they took off the anti-gravity boots from this thing. Son of a gun, dude. Everyone knows it's easier to climb up on a corner. You need to aim the ladder so it's floating in the air. I'm also very excited to return to Dark Souls 2 today and continue our Mike Tyson Ninja Turtle build, which is finally gonna encounter a boss today. So we need 1 order of ridged shingles and 1 order of medium roof timbers. He's already out making a delivery to my house. Well, I don't really... Oh, dude, you never get to see yourself in this game. What? I'm bald? Alright, now we got the TikTok, and we just wait for that to get clipped, and, one step ahead of Dan G again. I will say, on Check the Wire, I think I erroneously stated I passed Dan on TikTok. I don't know if that's true yet. But we're tied. We're tied at 16.8 thousand. No, in terms of total views, he's crushing me. And he has like, I think he has like 150,000 more likes than I do. In the likes, he's sending it for sure. It's -6 Celsius? Oh my god, put a jacket on. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, Winston. But like, just gonna be honest. I don't want to offload that thing in the dark. I think it's a recipe for disaster. It's just a sleepover. Haven't had a good run on this for a while. Let's give it a shot. Okay. Look at this. A textbook performance. What's the end goal of this game? By doing a few days of labor, we fix up this house and then spend the rest of our life telling people that being a landlord is a real job while we collect income from somebody who actually works for a living. Uh-oh. That's fine. You can go. Get out of here. I'm finished. You can go now. Ladies and gentlemen, we got it. Can you put a totter in the living room? Now we're talking. I didn't even consider putting a totter in the living room. Literally, the only mail we get is our bank giving us a report on our investments, and I'm like, stop sending that shit. I've watched the news. It's bad. I don't want to open this. This is just bad news. What do you mean he's making a delivery? I just sent him home. Yo, cream front door. Oh, that's right. We need tarred planks of medium. I'm placing timber. You better hammer. You better nail. What's the your most disliked video? I don't know off the top of my head, but definitely the video I took the most heat on this year was the Death and Taxes Northernlion tries. Okay, so you go bottom to top, and it's just common sense, sweetheart. Tippy tap. Yo, did you see us get the glint? Well, that video was disliked because I misunderstood a mechanic in it that undermined the whole video. Like, I'll be honest. Like, I don't think it deserves the dislikes, but I understand why it got them. It's actually an NLSS stream announcement. I mean, that's a video that should be disliked. Because the video is only there to push you to another platform. Back down. You gotta pick up the mouse. Put it back down. You gotta pick up the mouse. You gotta put it back down. You gotta pick up the mouse and put it back down. Yeah, most of those got deleted because like YouTube started cracking down on. I mean, nobody even knew that it was like a thing that you're not supposed to do. But YouTube was like, hey, stop making 1 minute long videos that just push people to other platforms. So I was like, all right, if you'll excuse me, I have 300 videos to delete. You go until you hear the ting. I get it. Trust me, I understand from YouTube's perspective as well. I'm sure they're like, why are we spending money hosting this video that says, hey, don't watch me on this platform, come to Twitch? It's gonna be a little leaky, but that's okay. One of your YouTube GTA 5 episodes where you won't stop shooting out the tires has a 9-to-1 like to dislike ratio. That's below average. If I see a 90% like ratio, I definitely look at that and go like, I did something that rattled people. I screwed something up here. I don't know if I should be roofing at night. Let's wait till tomorrow. I'm just amazed how nice our yard looks. Even though it looks like garbage, it looks way nicer than it did last time. Isn't this how the Santa Claus died in the Santa Claus? I was born in 1997. I mean, that makes you be like 22, right? You're like 22 or 23 years old, depending on when you were born. I'll tell you straight up, and this is not fair for people who were born later, but if you're born December 31st, 1999, I look at you as an adult. If you were born 10 seconds later, and you were born January 1st, the year 2000, you will always be about 6 years old in my head. Like, when I taught in Korea, I taught kids who were born in the year 2000, and it's very strange to think that those kids are now basically the same age that I was when I was teaching them. It's just weird. You know what freaks me out now? Instead of, like, when the first time you feel a little old, you're like, oh, I can't believe there's people younger than me. Wow, that's crazy, right? I'm gonna die soon, you know? But what's really getting me now is when I read, like, an obituary of, like, an 80-year-old man that died, I'm like, this dude was 30 years old in 1970. That's like a century ago. My parents and I keep getting closer to the same age. Even though that's not obviously like how it works at all. But like my mom had me when I think she was 22 and my dad was 23. Can you imagine being like a 12-year-old and talking to like your 31-year-old mother and being like, you just don't understand. You just don't get it, Mom. You're old. Old man just doesn't get it, does he? You probably never fought with your parents. I was pretty good, but I mean, I fought with my parents a couple of times. It was over like nerdy stuff though. It was always like, you know, oh, I was too loud. On summer vacation, I was too loud playing Halo 2. So they're like, we're gonna take away your Xbox for a day. And that morning when I woke up, I was like, this is unreasonable. And then like a day later, I was like, you're totally in the right. No, my parents never broke any of my stuff. Honestly, I was blessed with very, very good and sane parents. I was talking about it in an Isaac episode, but I was like, and this is admittedly like a little braggadocious, I suppose. But I mean, it just is what it is, right? I can't pretend that I had a bad upbringing. But like, I remember my dad getting drunk literally one time before I went off to college. And my mom roasted him over it for like a decade. It was like, I was 10 or 11, and they invited a bunch of old friends over, and they all were drinking and like playing guitar and singing on our balcony in the country. And then like every day, they were probably up to like 2 a.m., right? It's a very reasonable situation. Every day that like my mom wanted to get back at my dad a little bit, she would be like, you know, hey, remember that time you and your friend Kevin stayed on the balcony singing songs until 2 a.m.? That was like the infinity war of my upbringing. Is the one time my dad stayed up till 2 a.m. with his friends. But then when I got a little older, they started telling me some stories about them getting a little bit more inebriated when they went on like vacations without me, and I was like, that's hilarious. You need a lockpick. I mean, like, I can buy this cement. I just don't want to buy 10 of it if possible. I think we gotta buy it. Is there some behind the bar? I can't risk getting thrown out of my only job, though. If there's one behind the pub, that would be great. Oh, if you go to the store, you can buy a single bag. That's good intel. Thank you, thank you. Ah, blue bag. Let's go. General purpose cement. Huge, huge. Honestly, we gotta, like, clear some space here, but I was made for this. How do you feel about the band America? I don't really know any of their stuff, except for Horse with No Name, which I think is not really a good song. I mean, they're no Steely Dan. How does, everyone's talking about Sister Golden Hair. How does Sister Golden Hair go? I just can't live without you, Sister Golden Hair. I don't know it. I don't know that song. I just thought it was kind of like a song about the environment. 'Cause you treat it like an oil well. Quang. But Slanted and Enchanted, it's not about the lyrics. It's about the production. It's about the twang. Crooked Rain is better anyway. I go through fits and spurts. I'll tell you straight. There's times when I like the more hi-fi pop sensibilities. Slanted and Enchanted, also on the deluxe remaster that came out 10 years after its release, also had one of the best B-sides of all time, Frontwards. So, I mean, you gotta give it some credit for that. What about Wowie Zowie? It's got some classics. Rattled by the Rush. What's the one that's like, call it a bluff, talking so tough, no place to shove your sharpened heel. You know that one? Father to a Sister of a Thought, something like that. That's a good one. I like Wowie Zowie, but it's a little bit more of like the... It's kind of like the White Album for me. It's not my favorite. Oh, Tomo wants to... Come on in, Tomo. We'll spend a couple hours together here. We want to go to 150. Oh, baby. It's perfect. Standard mortar. I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed with myself. Probably not going to be able to finish this work in one day, but that's all right. I mean, if you can't butter, you got to listen to my mentor, Red Green. If the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. Tomo! I'll let you out, buddy, if you want to go. Goodbye, my son. I understand. It's not that he doesn't want to be in. It's like he doesn't want to be trapped in. It's quarantine. Mission accomplished. You still need side butter. We'll get all the side butter all at once. I'm vibing right now. Americans don't know red green. That makes sense. It might be the most Canadian show I can think of. I can't believe it. We've actually done it. It was on PBS. That's kind of incredible to me. All right, forget the side butter today. We're going to sleep. Okay, so I got to tell you. Malware bites. I do not wish to restart my computer right now. If you could not hit that alert for like 20 minutes, that would be nice. I'm worried I'm going to click the button by accident. I'm not going to forget about the freaking side butter, okay? Oh, he's here. PP Tiddly. Mouth, I got the Warzone shakes, brother. Especially now that I got this supercomputer. It takes like all of my willpower to not make the docket Warzone all day, every day. What I'm trying to do, though, is like delayed gratification. I'm just trying to save up all of my POG seed for Tuesday so that I can just, like, absolutely drench the audience in POG on Unity. Just leave the POG splatter everywhere. You want every single inch is going to be saturated in POG. There's no need for side butter? Hey, just because there's no need for it doesn't mean it wouldn't be nice for our tenants to have, you know? Like, I get it. Some landlords, they don't care. I'm not like other landlords. I'm like a cool landlord. Oh, no. That's okay. That's okay. That probably won't matter. No! If it matters, we'll just take down the whole freaking wall. Ladies and gentlemen, we've done it. All right, next step. Are you amazed at this speed? Well, next step is go to bed. I am kind of tempted to play more double switch to try to unlock the behind the scenes stuff, but it's gotta wait. It's gotta wait for a while. And like, I was already playing about as well as I could have played, to be honest. I think. Maybe with an extra week of practice, I could do a little bit better, but like, I can't believe I got an F. I'm stunned. For you to get an A, you have to do the whole thing without ever dying. You could do it with installing some windows and doors, don't you think? You'll need some tools, and so, okay, tools. For the front, one for the back. 1 large window, 1 small window, and 3 medium windows. Ah, sorry, sir. How can I help you? What's wrong?
Yeah.
Oh, after Jimmy crashed into us last year, I've been saving to get the back garden fixed.
Yeah.
And just as we'd scrapped together enough to get the work done, someone comes and steals from us.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. It's nothing to concern a good boy like yourself. Nope, goodbye. Why would you steal cement when there's so much cement just sitting around on the ground that you can take for free? You gotta be some kind of asshole to take somebody's cement when there's so much just on the street that you could pick up. I was thinking about snapping his neck, to be honest, or just taking out the freaking hammer and giving him one of these, grabbing a brick and just smashing it on the back of his skull, nailing his shoes to the ground so when he tries to walk, his ankles snap at the shin bone, drop a meatball down his leg, make him think his ball sack ripped open. You know what? That's a good idea. Just put a little bit of butter on him. You've been drinking for 8 hours, brother? Even your thumb's blurry. You gotta get out of here. $4 an hour doesn't sound legal. Excuse me, it's 4 pounds an hour. Also known as approximately 3 beers an hour. What is, what's minimum wage in England right now? I'm gonna make a guess. I'm gonna say minimum wage in England is £6.80. 8 pounds? Yo. Actually, now that I think about it, I forgot that GBP is not as powerful as it was like 10 years ago. It used to be like 2-1 to the US dollar. Hold on. Doors, please. We need 2 doors. Give me 2 custards, please. I think we need 1 big, 1 small, 3 mediums. This isn't HGTV, brother. We're just trying to get this place erected. I'm like, is this right? Or is that right? Handle on the right is definitely the way to go. Each hinge has 4 screws. It opens outwards. My door, wait, no. My front door opens inwards. That's true. Yeah, but this is 1980s England. When the door opens outwards, that means it can't be kicked in as easily. What? Okay, so here's what you do. Quit the menu. We're loaded, boys. All right. Stop yelling. That's not Kate, that's the game. Okay. Give me a custard front door and a custard back door. There you go. Which is which, though? Son of a gun. I don't know if I would want my back door to have a big glass window like that, but... It opens inward. Normal house, not cursed house. Yeah, maybe that was my problem. It wasn't as tight as a submarine. When your door isn't tight as a submarine. Got a lefty loosey. Righty tighty. Excuse me, I'm not making the truck driver stay here. He can leave if he wants. Yeah, I'll give him a bad Yelp review, but I'm just gonna leave it on the truck instead and he can keep idling. I'd just like to speak to Winston, please. Oh, don't break it. That's 8 pounds 50. You can get out of here because I'm gonna need you to deliver my next order. I honestly only came here for Dark Souls, but this has got me pogged out of my mind. Landlord Super is Pog City. It's like intentional jank. Or at least there's enough intentional jank that the non-intentional jank seems intentional. It's wild. Like, is it better than House Flipper? I don't know. Like, I honestly enjoy Landlord Super more than I enjoyed House Flipper. House Flipper seems mechanically good, but it does lack some of the charm. You know what I mean? Like, it seems to do what it wants to do well, but this has more, yeah, exactly. It's got more flavor. Oh. Hey. Free pound. I could use a shower before we work today. This is the kind of job you shower before and after work. I mean, I don't think we're putting the window inside out. Oh, the handles are on the inside. That's perfect. That's perfect. Yeah. That's how it's supposed to be. The 4 screws should be good. I mean, how much does a window weigh? 50 pounds? Saw my whole house, like, flit out of existence there. It's a little frightening. Alright, I don't know where this small window goes, though. This is not my house. I've been listening to that while I've been practicing Mario. You may find yourself standing on a lousy lift. You may find yourself on a complicated Koopa diaper puzzle. You may ask yourself, well, how do I get there? If you get stuck on that, just watch Apollo's clear check vid. I mean, you're never going to hear me say anything but positivity about the Talking Heads. Especially the Talking Heads Remain in Light. I mean, it might get my pick for best album of the 80s. It's close. It's better than Songs from the Big Chair. Songs from the Big Chair is great, but it's better than Songs from the Big Chair. I'm afraid that's as much as I can fit on our available trucks. 2 orders max? Son of a gun! Oh no, and now I gotta do a quit and save too. Save and quit. London Calling? This guy doesn't know London Calling came out in 1977. Come on. 79, whatever. I ordered it wrong. Okay, give me 2 of these, please, then. You drive a hard bargain. What about PIMP by 50 Cent? One of the best albums of the 80s, I would say. Don't know what you heard about me. I will say, last Saturday, Kate and I had the privilege, because we've exited phase 1 of the quarantine in BC, to go inside of a Subway sandwich restaurant. And there were 3 people in the restaurant. It was me, Kate, and then a lady, maybe like 10 years older than me. And the Subway restaurant was playing In the Club by 50 Cent. She was not fully dancing, but she was like at least 65% dancing to Candy Shop. Like she was dipping and like moving her arms a little bit as well. And I was like, you know what? I'm a little jealous. I mean, first off, I don't want to do that. But secondarily, I was like, I don't have that level of like self-unawareness to just vibe out in public like that. Leave her be? I mean, I did leave her be. I didn't go like, hey, you stop all the dancing. Dude, this house looks amazing. It's for sale. Any all interested offers? No offer will be no serious offer will be rejected. It's snowing? Yeah, I don't know. Wow, you think this is snow? Oh, I live in the middle of the Arctic Circle. This isn't snow. You know what we call this? Good day to go to the beach. Would you jam if it was hate it or love it? I would probably turn to Kate and be like, yo, that's as deep as I get. If we're listening to the radio in the car and a bop comes on, like Hate It or Love It or Oh by Ciara, I'll go, yo, this is a classic. All right, we need one more window tomorrow. No, I just like on it. I've said it before. I don't understand the art of dance. Like I know people always I think they give dancing, in my opinion, too much credit. They're always like, oh, if you just got over the fact that you were self-conscious, you would love dancing. And still, people are like, you want to go dancing? I'm like, absolutely not. I want to watch a bad movie. If you like dancing, that's fine. The only thing that annoys me is that you don't understand, and I'm being serious when I say this, you're coming from a place of privilege because that's kind of the normie majority opinion. So what people that like dancing do is they have a weird distortion in their head where they think anybody who doesn't like dancing is just like shy. It's not the case. I just don't get it. It's not like I'm stuck inside of, oh, sorry, sir. I'm not stuck inside of my own shell and like afraid people are gonna judge me. It's just like when I'm dancing, I'm like, I don't know how to do this in a way that's actually fun. Oh, son of a gun, dude. Take a class. take a class on how to dance at weddings. No, I'm not gonna take a ballroom dance class. That's even you can imagine. See me at the party acting hottie. No, I'm dancing, y'all. That is the Song of Storms. Of course I know it's a 3/4 time. Have we not touched upon it enough? I won the Grade 11 Music Award. I'm very musically talented. I defeated 25 other rural and suburban peers in the marketplace of ideas. We need to speak to the drunken man, the drunken master. Have you put up the plasterboard yet? No. What supplies do I need? A bunch of different sizes of plasterboard. Look for the numbers painted onto the wooden frames. Okay. Something tells me I won't be laughing. Thank you, sir. This doesn't seem that bad. I don't see what Malf was complaining about. It's just like he's always complaining in Warzone. Oh, I don't know how to win games. How do you win games? And I'm like, it's easy, dude. Just shoot. Come on, Jack. Come on, Jack. Just click on their heads. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. I got no money! Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get this thank you off of our screen. Buy the cheap ones now. I'll work. I'll just work first. If we can't do it today, that's fine. We've at least more than passed our progress from the previous save, which is worth something. Skills beaver. Skills beaver? We're from Sheffingham. We don't pay. We're from Sheffingham. We will stay. Council can kiss my donkey. The lost art of graffiti. May I get in line with you, sir? Sorry, I don't have any fresh mortar. Yo, just scrape that mortar. Ah, give me some of that mortar. I need it. Yeah. You're not using this mortar, huh? You're not using this mortar? Look at this perfectly good mortar. Nobody even... Come on. You're just asking for this perfectly good mortar to be stolen? Hello, sir. Oh my god. 2 hours until we can legally drink. Look at this mortar, KG. Dinosaurs were buttering up this mortar, KG. I gotta watch Uncut Gems again. 2019 was such a good year for movies. Parasite's amazing. Uncut Gems and Uncut Gems, Midsummer, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood like all wormed their way inside of my brain. Yeah, 2020's been pretty shitty for movies so far. It's like the Grudge remake, Sonic the Hedgehog, and Trolls World Tour. That's the 3 movies have come out. Sorry, I forgot about the Best Picture winner. Okay, you're giving me some apple cider? Is it good? It didn't go bad? Because we've had this apple cider for like 4 months. It tastes fine. It's delicious. It was a milky cider to begin with. Well, it's cloudy. Yeah, it's fogged up. Did you guys see that Chris Nolan is releasing the trailer for his new film Tenet inside of Fortnite tonight? You think we could all watch the Tenet trailer together on the stream? I'm stealing this joke from Twitter, but I do love that Chris Nolan is the guy who's like, I don't want to put out my movies, you know, in this platform because it's not the way it's meant to be seen. And the man's releasing his trailer in Fortnite, which is just hilarious. Like, I don't want to... Please do not rat on me and tell Christopher Nolan that I watched Dunkirk on a plane. I think he'll block me. Chris Pratt also deleted 51,000 emails on Instagram. I did see that as well, and I was like... Well, I mean, I was like... Someone should tweet Dan, because Dan just deletes all of his emails no matter what. Why would I delete my emails? I pay 99 cents a month to Google, and they're like, here's 12 terabytes of storage. I also need it for Google Drive, because that's where I put that's how I get my TikToks onto my phone. How did it snow on the catalog? Why do I always click on the catalog first? I mean, I gotta be honest, when I look at my notebook, which is hard to do sometimes, I mean, we're still like halfway through getting this ready. How do you... I see that it's got a 4, but like, where do you want it? Like here? Start at the wall. Do you align it with the ceiling? Or do you align it with the floor? Hug wall, hug top. Huge. Thank you. We'll hammer this in. You gotta make sure you're hammering it into a stud, though. I don't need a stud finder. And just get a mirror. There you go. Place that. Yeah, it's more or less right. I mean, again, we're not living in it, so what do we care? Shock Noble, I don't believe you are muted on Twitter. I'm just gonna tell you straight up, most of the people who think they're muted on Twitter have a level of self-awareness that would prevent them from tweeting something that would get them muted in the first place. If you're listening to me and you're like, there's no way I'm muted on Twitter, there's 2 possible situations there. One is, you behave like a normal human being on Twitter, which is totally possible. The other one is, you're muted as hell. I don't think we need 4 nails. Secure with a hammer and... I mean, they're just putting 1 nail in there. It says nails, but the picture only has 1 nail. Whoever wrote these instructions would not get hired at IKEA. Oh, son of a gun. There you go, 2 nails. They would get hired at the English furniture store that would put IKEA out of business. With all due respect, I don't see a British company coming up with a business that's going to put IKEA out of this world anytime soon. That's not meant to be an insult to England. It's more just like, IKEA's already there, and, you know, their whole business is around, like, making the supply chain so efficient they can sell you a coffee table for like $9. Doesn't there need to be insulation in there? Only if it gets cold. Just bring blankets. I gotta say, Kate and I watched like a few YouTube videos from this one TV studio, or TV network. That was all. It was like a CNBC thing that was like all about these brands. So we watched one about IKEA, and I was like, we both agreed 100%. You know, the guy is up there going like, you know, people like to come to IKEA for the family experience, and they come for the meatballs. And I'm like, the man's right. We watched one about Costco, and Kate and I were like diametrically opposed. Kate hates Costco, and I'm like, I agreed with every positive thing they said about Costco. I'm like, Costco is sick. I mean, yeah, exactly. $1.50. I think it's like $1.80 for the hot dog and drink combo in Canada. Dude, I forgot how clean. Dude, am I crazy or does this look amazing? I'm loving life right here. This looks beautiful, dude. This looks better than my, well, it doesn't look better than my real house. Come on, but it's not bad. We'll keep it rolling here. We got, I mean, Malv finished the game on Saturday on his stream. So I don't think we're too far off because we were pretty much at the same spot. Let me look at this for a second. Malf also does 12-hour streams. Well, that's what he wants you to believe, but he only did 11 hours last Saturday. Lazy. 4-4. 4-4. That's 4 4s. I think we can only order 10 at maximum. We only need 7, though. Oh, I tried to run through the door like it's Warzone, dude. I tried to bust the fucking door down. Let me in. All right. Plasterboard. 4s. 4 per order, 2 orders max. 2 orders max? Are you insane? I love Malf, but I would watch him more if it weren't so time intensive. Here's the thing. That's not a Malf problem, that's a you problem. You've got FOMS, which is the fear of missing streams. Malf's stream is a stream, especially on Saturdays. You don't have to show up at, you know, right when it starts, and you don't have to stay there the whole time. You know, my shows, we've got, you know, narrative and inside jokes that are building upon other inside jokes. You know, if you miss something, you're out. You're never going to come back. Malf's stream is a little bit more like, it's like a late night talk show. Nobody's like, oh no, dude, I missed an episode of Conan O'Brien. Now I'm not going to know what the monologue's about tomorrow. It's, you know, there's positives of both sides. You need 4s. There's a 4 there. You line it up with the ceiling, and you line it up with the wall. You line it up with the ceiling, you line it up with the wall. Then you get this thing. Great title, bud. Thank you. I was thinking about what to put on the title. And, any percent Robless run, it just came to me in a moment of genius. And while I'm setting my videos, I put on the Malf stream, and Malf's like, usually he's still at the point where he's just having like a conversation with his chat. And then, you know, maybe he gets to play in the start of whatever game he's going to play first, and then, you know, Kate will wake up and we'll go, well, not over a quarantine, but like, you know, in the before times, we could like go get some brunch or something like that. Maybe do some gardening, come back in a few hours, and then Malf's on his second game, and I pop in and I say, who sharded? And he goes, pee-pee tiddly. Favorite brunch food? I'm going to hit you with 2, because I can't decide on just one. I like, I did see that, but I like savory waffles, i.e. like a Belgian waffle, but with like, you know, like salmon or something. Salmon, dill, creme fraiche, something like that. And I like a classic breakfast as well. You know, like your 2 eggs, toast, and hash browns with your choice of breakfast meat. You don't want to go there, huh? You would love Swedish breakfast? Don't even get me started. The Nordic countries have the best breakfast. I love meat, fish, bread for breakfast. I love pickled cold foods for breakfast. I'm all about that. I'm all about it. I got no problem with British breakfast. I can get down with a bacon buddy. I don't really like baked beans, though. And I don't like blood pudding. I've had it. But, I like the other parts. I just don't like the beans. I don't like the blood pudding. Oh. Most Brits don't like it either. I understand. Like at Thanksgiving, like you get cranberry sauce and then one person eats it. But you gotta have it. If you don't have it, people are like, it's not Thanksgiving without cranberry sauce. And then you're like, do you guys want cranberry sauce? And they're like, nah, it's not my scene. It's not to the wall because you gotta put a 6 there, you fools. You put a 6 on this one. Not true, but I get it. It's, allow me to say it, it's hella true. At least at my, like, grandma's Thanksgiving. There's like 3 dishes that only one person eats. Like they give you the choice of mashed potatoes or sweet potatoes or both. One person takes sweet potatoes. The one year that I went to my grandma's Thanksgiving when I was a vegetarian, I brought samosas. So maybe I'm not the greatest authority on what you should be eating for Thanksgiving. There you go. Mashed potatoes are the only kind I don't like. Have we found somebody who doesn't like mashed potatoes? My wife is the same. I would, honestly, I feel like mashed potatoes are probably pretty close to the most well-liked food on the planet. I think fries are also like one of the most overrated foods. Anytime I'm at a restaurant and I'm like, I should get a salad, but fries are delicious. By like the 6th fry, I'm like, I really wish I just got the salad. The salad, you know, it's better for you. You feel better after you eat it. And a lot of the time, it just tastes better. Oh, I've got a bone to pick with Daniel. The man... We had a great Warzone session yesterday. I'm not trying to salt anybody up. It went very well. But I guess I am trying to salt Dan up a little bit. Nothing tilts me more than dying in the gulag. I'll live with this. And then having Dan go, are you dead? It plays a sound when your teammate dies. It plays a sound when they die in the gulag and changes their icon. And then to have him force you to say, I'm dead, is like... Or... when I buy him back and he thanks somebody else, I'm like, come on, man. It's just, it's a frustration to die twice and then have someone go, are you dead? And then you're like, yes. I'm dead. Dude, I'm here to tell you, again, I know I said it the other day. Like, TikTok is fun. It's a nice place to put clips. But if you ever want to lose faith in the next generation, which is not fair, because we were the same when I was that age, and most of us got over it. But if you ever want to lose faith in the next generation, scroll on the For You page until you get a political TikTok, and then read the comments. You'll lose it, dude. You'll be like, I didn't know that these people existed. Can 16 gigabyte monster train be saved? It's not broken. What are you talking about? Like, do you mean saved on the app? You can save it on the app. You need to have YouTube Premium, though. I think these are bad faith questions. I'm going to answer them because I feel like, oh, no. I feel like I can dunk a little bit, but, like, you're making me dunk. I don't want to dunk. You're making me dunk. Why not compress it a little bit to make it upload faster? I have, like, 1 gigabit per second fiber. So, like, I'm not going to re-render something for 2 hours to save, you know, 5 minutes on the upload time. That's the answer. But I feel like you didn't want an answer. I felt like you just wanted to be like, here's how I would do it, and you posed it as a question. I feel like you posed it as a question, so you have the advantage of it looking like a suggestion, when really it was more like, here's what I would do if I was in your position. Yeah, my dude's really strong. Don't sweat it. He can yeet a piece of drywall onto the roof. It's no problem. You left a little garbage behind, but you know what? Excuse me? He won't take the... They won't take the plaster? I spent 13% of my daily energy just trying to take out the trash. Sounds like a millennial. Dude! Look at that. It's Andre 3000's birthday today. Happy birthday, Andre 3000. Happy birthday. We stan a creative, modern-day prince. What is... this is a real question. What does Austin Powers mean when he says she's all 6s and 7s? I know it means she's nuts, but like, what does it mean? Like, why 6s and 7s? It's just slang for crazy. 6s and 7s may also mean a state of disagreement between two people that dates back to at least the 1300s. You know what? What I can realize here from all the yeeted comments, and I do appreciate the yeeted comments. It was good faith. It's just Moobot's a little bit, you know, fascist. It seems like it's an idiom invented by the English, which is really just say no more. Now that I know that, and it makes perfect sense, now that I know that it's English invented by the English, I know that it's not to be analyzed because the analysis is not going to make sense at the end of the day anyway. When we moved out, our landlord was like, hey, there's a little bit of cat hair. Did you have pets? And we went, yeah, we have cats. And then she went, you're not supposed to have cats. It's no pets allowed. And I went, oh. You know, we're gone. She still I mean, she probably could have kept some of our security deposit or damage deposit, but she gave it all back because we didn't do any damage because we're responsible. But should have told her it was your hair. All right, sir, you can get out of here. I'm only letting you go though because I need you to come back with some more stuff, okay? Don't get me right. Like, here's the thing, okay? I also understand that, like, look, it's not fair because there is some really shitty tenants, right? Like tenants that'll just let their pets piss everywhere, like smash stuff, and you know, like just dick you around. But I really, really feel like that's an incredibly small percentage of tenants. So I'm like, why did 95% of the people on planet Earth that rent get fucked because 5% of people are, you know, can't be trusted to live in a society with the rest of us, you know? 95% of people are being punished because landlords are like, oh, one time I heard a story from somebody that a drug addict rented their place and it was fricked up. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm not like a drug addict. I just want to have 2 cats and like a roof over my head. Once bitten, twice shy. I got this something, something why. What about tenants who shart? Well, you should really be... I didn't even look at how many we need. You should really be mad if you're the tailor. I don't think it's the landlord's problem. Alright, so we got 1 6. 1 6. So that should actually be... No, it's only 3 6s because this doesn't have an opposite side that's exposed. 3 6s. 2 3s. 3 6s, 2 3s, and we're done? Not to be mean-spirited, but yesterday night, Cade and I were watching TV, and there's a show called 7 Little Johnstons. And it's a TLC show, so you know there's gonna be like a theme here. And this theme is that is a family and they're all short, right? My question is, who cares? Because Like, I was watching the show, and they were just doing an escape room, and I was like, I'm just watching people do an escape room. Like, this isn't even, like, if I had an interest in, like, oh, I wonder how life would be different, you know, if I was living like this, the answer is, it's the exact same. There was another show that was coming on next. I don't remember, but it's the same as, it's TLC, right? So, like, I mean, you know where this is going. It was like a mom and a dad. They had like 15 kids, and I was like, fuck off. I'm like, I feel, judging from the picture, it looked like they had like 4 kids, and then they had sextuplets. Because sextuplet was in the name of the show. And I feel for you in that case. If you're like, you know what? I mean, 4 kids is a lot. But then to be like, you know, we're going to have a 5th kid. And then the doctor's like, surprise! You got 6 babies in you. That sucks. That's terrible luck. But I'm also like, come on. That's just... Like, your life isn't hard enough, you want to film it all, too? You think dead people, they could talk to any human being on planet Earth? They chose Long Island Medium? If there was ever a revelation like, John killed me, you know? But it's always like, hey, did your dad get you, like, a pink balloon at some point? And the lady's like, oh my god, he did. It's just like, I don't think ghosts should be so trivial. Why don't the ghosts ever have incredible revelations? It's always just like, you know, I'm getting a pair of big eyeballs. Oh my god, my dad's favorite episode of the Guinness World Records television show was that one where the lady popped her eyeballs out. It's him. Or maybe it's different. Maybe, like, the communication goes the other way. So, like, the ghosts are just chilling, having a good time, and then Long Island Medium is spiritually like, hello, I have your aunt doesn't have closure on you yet, and you're like, oh, what the fuck, what do I do? And they're like, just tell her a story about your favorite dinner that she cooked, and she'll go away. And they're like, yeah, there's a picture of pork chops. Oh my god, he loved when I made him those pork chops. I will say, there's some, like, Long Island Medium, if it weren't a TLC show, would be a great title for, like, a Decemberist song. It does have a nice quality to the words. But then, I don't know, like, there's another show on TLC, I think it's called Nailed, and it's just about, like, this Jersey Shore family who runs, like, a nail salon. But, like, in all the commercials I've ever seen, they're not even, like, doing nails. They're just yelling at each other around the dinner table. They really should call it Fucked. Because it seems like that's what their family dynamic is. So I'm watching more TV. So maybe I can start watching Dark soon. It is on the list. I'm not fucking with Apollo. It's on the list. It's probably, like, Is number 1 or number 2? I do want to watch The Last Dance as well. You know what? So I haven't watched The Last Dance, right? Obviously, because I just mentioned that. But, like, the thing... So I know that, like, there's the conspiracy now that some Utah Pizza Hut staff poisoned Michael Jordan before the flu game. I'm more like, man, the 90s were, like, some serious... It was a different era. Where, like, you know, prior to one of the most important games of the season, you're like, you know what? I'm just gonna have a pizza. The Chicago Bulls didn't, like, employ a nutritionist who was like, you need a perfectly balanced meal. He's like, nah, dude, just call up Pizza Hut and get a couple of meat lovers. Dude, we were watching, and this is like a very Canadian / niche bit, right? But we were watching Sportsnet, which is like a Canadian ESPN last night, because they've been playing these retro NHL games, which is really cool to watch for a little bit, at least, just to see what it's like or how things have changed. So we were watching like Game 1 of the 1991 playoffs, Calgary versus Edmonton, right? I just realized as I was watching this, I was like, how did anyone score a goal in the NHL prior to 2004-2005 lockout? Literally, if someone was faster than you, you just took your stick and like took the blade of your stick, hooked it around their torso, and just pulled them back. And then you just like, or you could trip them, you could interfere, you could do whatever you wanted to do. You could slash them. It didn't matter. They basically didn't call any penalties. By 2020 NHL standards, I saw maybe like 3 penalties per play. But it was a high score, well, it was a reasonably high scoring game because the goalies didn't even know how to play hockey back then. That was only 30 years ago. The goalies didn't know how to save. They were standing straight up on every single play, and then someone would shoot the puck from like the blue line, and they'd just be like, you can't stop it. It's not possible, dude. Like, how am I supposed to... You see how fast that thing's moving? It can't be done. You can't hit what you can't see. Like, watch like 5 minutes of a hockey game from 1991. It's insanity. The one I will say, big ups to Grant Fuhr. He was playing an okay game, and he got scored on by Al McInnes. But Al McInnes had like a 110-mile-an-hour slap shot. You just allow it. And being talented in the NHL in 2020 has got to be 100 times better than it was in 1991. Because if you were good in 1991, some like 6'8" idiot would just concuss you and be like, not so good now, right? Now, like, if you're better, they kind of gotta let you get away. If someone's faster than you, you can't just like slash him on the ankles and shatter his tibia, you know? You gotta be like, there he goes. You can focus on moving in furniture now. Really? We don't have any floors. Also, where do I buy an oven? It's another book at the phone booth. All right, we'll work today then. How much a dollar really cost? I go hard when that song comes on in my car. I'm not gonna sing it for you now because honestly, the only words I know are words I don't say. Wasn't that Obama's favorite song? Excuse me. Obama's favorite song is All Right, which is a better song. They're both great, but All Right is like an actual classic. I can't run anymore. It's too late to be driving. You're under curfew. Hey, it's IKEA. Go shower, Stinky. I do have flies coming off of me. 60 euros. 60 pounds, sorry. Don't buy it. I'm gonna buy it. If I'm gonna be a parasite, I'm at least gonna contribute to the economy, okay? Oh, it's open. Do we choose where the kitchen is? Alright, well, where would we want the kitchen? I would say, you got like a little corridor area here. This, to me, is like a living room. Because you got a fireplace in here. And then, you don't really... A kitchen on the... You could have a kitchen that faces outside like this. Then while you put the sink here, and while you're doing the dishes, you get to look out the front window and see your kids playing in the yard. What am I doing in-game? I am being a wage slave so that I can buy furniture for my tenants to enjoy. Slay the Spire or Monster Train? You don't want to ask me the question, because honestly, like, there are maybe, like, less than 10 games on the whole planet I would recommend more than Slay the Spire. I really think Slay the Spire is one of the best games ever made. And I still think people are sleeping on it, believe it or not. Slay the Spire is just amazing. It's just such a great, pure deck builder. Yo, what are these shoes, dude? You're wearing 2 loaves of rye bread. Double Switch number 2. I mean, you don't want me to say this again, but like Double Switch may right now be one of my favorite games ever made. This is a medium table. It's like, it's shorter than the oven. Now, I know you're gonna be like, why put the table here? I live with one other person, and we've lived in some small places. Straight up. I know how to use space fairly effectively. So you might pick this up and move it a little bit, to be honest. But I think, you know, I want it in a place where, you know, 2 people can sit. Like, I don't want to just put it like, blah. Look at that. Oh, hey, welcome to my home. Excuse me. Oh, could you pull in? Could you pull in? Could you pull in? Could you pull in? Like, I think that sucks. And I don't think this house is big enough to really have a dedicated dining room. So for me personally, and it's my house, so, you know, frig you, basically. Honestly, the only reason I don't like it here is because there's a sink here. But, or we're planning on putting a sink there. So we could put it in the living room and they could eat all of their meals while watching TV. Sure, let's do that. So why am I providing furniture for my tenants? You really just buy like a bunch of cheap shit and then you can market it as furnished. And even if there's like 100 pounds worth of furniture in there, you can charge an extra 75 pounds a month because it's furnished. So it's really just another marketing technique for us. When Rob's not here, I can say my real political opinions. Because when I say my real political opinions, and Rob's here, we agree too much, and then I'm like, oh, we're not fairly representing both sides of the issue. Edmonton hockey fans have just had it too easy. And if you're like, well, we had 10 years of being bad. I saw a stat yesterday that was like, the Oilers have been in the league for 40 years, and they've had 10 MVP winners. There's 31 teams in the NHL. You do the math. Now, there weren't 31 teams when they started. When they came into the league, there were probably only like 20, but still. Literally, once every 4 seasons, they've won the MVP. They've had an MVP on their team. Now, most of them were Gretzky, admittedly. Kate, I've almost finished Landlord Super.
Whoa.
Fake whoa. Fake whoa. That's like, that's a patronizing whoa. That's like, my husband wants me to be impressed, so I'll pretend. Whoa. I do want to talk about this subject. This is not like, not safe for work content, but if you are watching this with a child under the age of 12, pause the stream for 5 minutes or remove them from the room. I don't want to create a rude awakening here, okay? But I want to talk about it, but I don't want to, like, get a tweet from somebody that's like, you ruined this thing for me, okay? So I'm going to give you, like, a little bit here. 3, 2, 1, go. People have been like, what are you going to tell your kid about Santa Claus? And I'm like, I don't want someone to watch this with like their 10-year-old and their, or like 6-year-old, and their 6-year-old's like, what? I think you have to tell your kid that Santa Claus is real. It's like herd immunity. Because you don't want your kid to go to school. Yo, that's exactly what Kate said. Let's go. We didn't collaborate on this at all. But you don't want your kid to go to school and be like, guess what? You know, Santa Claus isn't real. But it's super weird that we're all telling all of our kids the same lie. Just so that some of the parents are like, I'm feeling like most parents would probably be like, you know, I don't really mind if my kid doesn't know Santa's not real. But there's like 5 parents in a 30-kid class, and the other 25 are just accommodating them. Oh, that's a great idea. Kate said any excuse you could use to have your child behave. So you can be like, you know, especially in like November, December, you could be like, hey, if you're like that, Santa is going to put you on the naughty list. That's so much more good cop than like, hey, if you keep fucking around, I'm not going to buy you anything for Christmas. That's way more mean-spirited. We can just introduce them to Winterklaas, or like Snicterklaas, whatever his name is. Remember we had that Icelandic tour guide? In Iceland, our Santa is Snicterklaas. He comes around every year in Reykjavik. You place a single tangerine in your fireplace, and then he steals the children and their spirits, and he gives you a shiny rock. Isn't that cute? European Christmas in history is fucked up, dude. It was always like, yeah, it's Santa Claus now. He comes and gives you presents, but like it's based on a dude from the Black Plague era that like murdered a bunch of kids. But kids were having nightmares, so instead we were like, the serial killer is gonna give you presents, and then that's what you celebrate today. How do you feel about the story of Jesus Christ? I mean, that's one of those things that I think like people are like, oh, if we get this streamer to answer this, he's gonna get in trouble. I don't consider it controversial. I don't believe there was a man who turned water into wine. I don't believe in the literal Jesus Christ story. And I also, like, my grandparents had a painting of Jesus in their house. I gotta tell you, that dude was whiter than me, which makes no sense. Even as a kid, I was like, this dude lived like in the Sinai Peninsula or something. It just doesn't make any sense. All this right here, because like, you know, who cares? I don't have to live here.
But I'm confirmed, Ryan. You cannot say that.
Oh, I didn't know you were confirmed, Kate.
It's one step higher than baptism.
Kate, have you ever eaten the wafer and drank the juice?
The juice?
I don't know. It's not wine.
Why?
It's not wine. It's
wine.
like water, food coloring, and citric acid.
I drink wine.
Anyway,
I did every week.
I'm baptized but not confirmed, which I think means I'm still screwed. Unless, like, if I die, I can sneak in a quick confirmation in purgatory.
No,
You really given the priests a lot of power, huh? Like, really, they're like God's regional managers. They don't necessarily have the final say who lives and who dies, right? Who goes to heaven and who goes to hell, and how long people spend in purgatory. That's St. Peter, who I gotta say, that dude has a lot on his plate. He needs a day off. Like, learn to delegate, dude. But, like, on top of that, I'm like, they kind of, like, have a little sway, right? Like, they get a little recommendation. Like, St. Peter presumably consults the file from the district manager. And is like, well, they haven't been to confession in 31 years. I mean, I would make something up. If you were like, let's go to confession, I would make something up to tell
You
them.
can go, let's go confession. It's not like amusement park.
I don't know. I would never go, so it's a tough question. You know, when I was a kid, I stole my neighbor's like gardening tools or something like that.
As a kid?
No, like yesterday.
Yesterday? That's
Yeah.
horrible. You're a thief.
I'm making it up. No, he's not. He doesn't say that's horrible. He goes, I don't know, like 10 Hail Marys or something, right?
What the fuck is him?
He's not a cop. What is he gonna do?
He's gonna call you.
Is there priest congregation privilege? Like, if you confess to a murder to your priest, Is it illegal for the priest to tell the cops? Alright, so we installed our toilet in the living room last time. Take me to town so we can figure out what we install next. I have not seen the Bounty Twitch ad, like the paper towel company. Get a shower, okay. But I know that Anthony Kong fan is in it, and he is a nice guy all the times I've interacted with him, who also has the misfortune to be incredibly handsome. So I wish him all the best. Shower, please. 28 pounds? Come on. Do I have to, like, open the box? Will you do a 2020 Game of the Year list in December? This is, like, the first year I really feel like I'm probably the most qualified person on Earth. If we continue Northernlion tries till December, this is the year I'm more qualified than any other human being. Because I will have played, like, 400 brand new video games. And everybody else, come on. I already know where they're gonna go. They're gonna be like, Cyberpunk! And anybody who doesn't put Cyberpunk as #1, or The Last of Us 2, all the comments are gonna be like, where's Cyberpunk? But that's a curse I will bear if I have to bear it. More? Within the context of the video game, what's wrong with my shower? It's because it's not against the wall? Okay, you're right. It's screwed into nothing. This game doesn't always play by the rules. You know, I understand why this wouldn't work in real life. You know, pick your poison. We got a lot of different potential reasons. But anyway, we'll figure it out. Oops. Part of the reason, I mean, I didn't really want it right up against the wall, because again, I feel like showering into wood is probably, like, pretty bad for, like, you know, your house not becoming moldy as all heck, but what do I know, you know? I don't watch HGTV. Did you know 20% of the Canadian economy is real estate? I read it the other day, it was blowing my mind. 20% of the Canadian economy, pre-COVID, obviously, was just the trading of houses. 20%! Anyway, we don't need to go further into it. But I do think HGTV should go up in front of a grand jury. Houses are expensive. No, I know, but 20% of the nation's economy being generated by the real estate industry? That's crazy. Did you know that 0.5% of South Korea's economy is BTS? 0.5% is a number that feels realistic, but I'm going to go ahead and say that I think you're joking. You're talking about a country that has Samsung, LG, Kia, Hyundai. For one band to be 0.5% of the entire country, I don't know if I believe it. They do drive a lot of traffic on Twitter. I can't deny that. I got nothing against BTS. I keep repeating it because it keeps ingratiating me well with, like, a new audience. But when I watched Dick Clark's Rocket New Year's Eve, I was like, there's only 2 bands in this whole show that entertain me even slightly. BTS crushed it, and Dua Lipa. And I know nothing about, like, essentially either of them. Only BTS and Dua Lipa get stands. Everybody else involved with this, please try to put some liveliness and passion into your work. What percentage of the Canadian economy is the NLSS? Like 1 millionth, maybe? 1 million%. America's getting a slice from YouTube and Twitch, and then, you know, it's crossing the border, and then Canada's getting another slice. Canada and the US, they're sharing slices. And then if you're purchasing subscriptions and you live in a country with value-added tax, that country's getting a slice too. It is not 45% maple syrup, 45% hockey, 4% lumber. Pretty sure the Canadian economy is like 20% real estate, and then, like, at least last year, like 20% oil minimum. 60% bagged milk. You don't want me to turn the lens of this joke on America, okay? It's just Lockheed Martin cruise missiles, M16s, Mac 11s, and red baseball hats. Yeah? How does it feel? How does it feel when the lens is turned on you? Not great, huh? Why is there a toilet in the living room? Why are you trying to live in my bathroom? You ever think about that? No? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Why are the shower and the toilet in 2 different rooms? Because what if you have multiple people living there and someone wants to poop while somebody else is in the shower? My final house in university had a room with a toilet that was about the size of a small closet. And then it didn't even have a sink in that room. But across the hallway, it had a room with a shower and a bathroom sink. So sometimes you would like poop, and then you go to wash your hands, and that you couldn't get to the bathroom sink. So then you'd like go down to wash your hands in the kitchen sink, and someone would be like doing the dishes, and you're like, can I just get a little slice of that for a second? Was he always this much taller? Did they patch his height? I feel so short. That's what bathrooms are like in parts of Europe. Europe, I'm here to tell you, you guys, you're doing some things great, but you gotta work on some other things. Every time, well, actually, like last time we were in Iceland, we stayed in like an Airbnb that was nice. But every other time I've been to a European hotel, when you have a 2-person room, they don't have a double bed. They have 2 single beds. What's up with that? I'm in a hotel with my wife. I don't want 2 single beds. You can ask. I don't speak German. I'll just say, hey, man. Where I come from, the man and his wife sleep in the same bed. Now, I don't know where you think you are, but I'm from North America. So you better push these motherfuckers together before there's hell to pay. I mean, you have to be able to see it from the couch. That's just science. There you go. That's pretty much perfect. You get a really good angle. What if you want to watch it from the toilet? Don't be gross. That's why we give the person on the toilet the remote. Oh, trust me, I'm with you. As far as like hotel concerns go, the hotel not having a fridge is very annoying. Maybe you want to buy like some cold brew coffee, or maybe you want a little bit of juice, or maybe you want to get a little fruit at the grocery store or something like that, and then you put it in the mini fridge in the hotel room, and you can like eat your own breakfast and snacks and stuff like that. Saving your leftovers, exactly. You'll go out, you'll be like, hey, we'll have 1 large pizza, please. The pizza's so good, but you're so full. Oh, I can't possibly eat anymore. They're like, do you want a box for this? You're like, nah. They're like, are you sure? It's good pizza. There's a lot of it left. And you're like, our hotel room doesn't have a fridge, so we can't. There's nothing you could do, dude. But they're like, they look at you, they're offended. They're like, you don't want to eat our pizza tomorrow? I want to eat it tomorrow. I just don't want to let it sit out overnight and get like, you know, listeria. It almost always will be fine for a night, but it's not a good idea. But if you've ever done that and also been concerned about like, oh, my pork has a little bit of pink in the middle, you're a hypocrite. It's dairy. You're leaving dairy out overnight. What if it's a cheeseless pizza? It's not. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you it's not. Come on, that's a logical extreme. One thing I gotta ask about North America, why y'all got AC everywhere? Well, I mean, there's a couple of things to say. One is, you know, parts of North America get like insanely hot. Oh, excuse me, my wife is here. Does not have her own keys, apparently. I'm back. Parts of North America get real hot. Like if you live in like Texas or Arizona. Oh, this bed is horrific, dude. Well, you know what it really comes down to? Is like, once you've experienced air conditioning, you don't want to go back. Nobody ever goes like, oh man, I'm so sick of this air conditioning. Yo, Kate got me kimbap. Oh, wait, I gotta talk to him. A wardrobe would be perfect for this. It's early access. So, Kate got me a controller. I'll don't worry, I'll build the bit. Kate got me a controller, for which I'm extremely grateful. I should have done it myself, but I drag my heels sometimes. However, all the Microsoft branded stuff is sold out, which is understandable given the worldwide circumstances right now. So this is, if it's bad, it's merely a temporary controller from a corporation called Game Sir. Hopefully it's great, but it's such a good name. Game Sir. Kate said it's the only controller available. I believe her too. It is a first-party knockoff, but based on reviews, it is the best first-party knockoff. That's, dude, honestly, that's exactly in my sweet spot right now. That's what I need. People in New York City are so racist against South Koreans. People in Vancouver are so racist to South Koreans. And I'm like, I don't know about that one. I can't explain it away. I'm not South Korean. I've never had to deal with it. I did have to deal with a little bit of racism towards Americans when I lived in South Korea as someone who's not even American. So I'm sure that to some extent it exists everywhere. But I am like, so much of the content that I consume secondhand is like, let me, the best way to phrase this would be, maybe has a little bit of a martyr complex about life outside of Korea.
But to be fair, there was a case that someone in the Richmond like punched Asian person.
I'm sure it happens.
Because they're like, COVID-19, you brought it to here and then someone like punched them or something.
I believe that it happens. I'm not even mad at the like South Korean YouTubers who do it. The only guy I'm mad at is the American guy.
Oh yeah, that guy.
The guy who taught in South Korea and then became famous for being like a traitor to his country. And then when he moved back to America, all of his videos are in the Korean language and are like, this is like, if you go to this park in America, you're gonna leave in a body bag.
He's
And I'm like,
like
it's just a park!
Anti-USA. He sells out like USA, say like he goes to like the most sketchiest like pit stop and go like, look, needles. You will get murdered if you go to bathrooms, like there's needles everywhere.
That guy, I'm like, because I know, like, here's the thing, I've never been to, let's say, Thailand, right? If I was younger and I was watching a YouTuber that was like, check out what it's like in Thailand, and only showed like the shittiest parts of it, that would inform my worldview, and I would be like, man, Thailand is it's a scary place to be, right? But having been to the United States and you know, living in Vancouver, a city that has some incredible like sketchy parts to it, whenever I see him make these videos where he's like, I deliberately went to the worst part of town and look, there's garbage on the ground, I'm like, you're making propaganda. Walking through the downtown, and we see a lot of videos like this too. People will like be tourists and like walk through the downtown east side in Vancouver with their camera out and be like, look at this, is nuts. And I'm like, yeah, don't go there.
Yeah, don't go there. Why are you going there? There's nothing there anyway.
Nobody that lives in Vancouver goes to the downtown east side.
Like my dad, it's like I was waving like goodbye, see you soon. My dad was like, Kate, once Luna is born, you gotta move to a safer place soon. My parents think we live in a hell or something.
Oh, you've reached the end of the house building content. I'm hard at work creating more content now. For supporting the game at such an early stage, I want you to have this. Greg.
What is that?
Received a long wait.
So you can shove it up in your ass.
Long wait? Is that a pun? Like you waited a long time? Perhaps? You think it's related to that? Thank you, Greg. I appreciate it.